I think they could probably get you before.
Was that these ones? Is that these ones that were off? Okay. Well, at least you heard me, hopefully. Before we go ahead, let's talk a little bit about some sponsor stuff. So, Warrior Prince 3D. Who would like to talk about Warrior Prince 3D?
That seems like a Siobhan job.
Well,
do you take over?
No.
He owns a printer.
Fuck's sake.
Oh, was that 2 minutes?
Yeah, be alright. Yeah.
Warrior Prince 3D, your one-stop shop for all 3D printed cosplay items, miniatures, terrain, collectibles, figures, and more. Head on over to www.warriorprince3d.etsy.com or over on his Instagram at warriorprince3d and use our permanent exclusive code to the stars for 10% off of your order. Can't find anything you like? Slide into Rich's DMs and tell him we sent you.
You're damn right.
Such a professional.
It's almost like that's her one job every week.
Yeah. That is not a word that is often used to describe me.
One job every week.
One job, Steph.
Oh, God.
Not with that ADHD, you're not.
What these?
Yeah, so some other show supporters that we have are the likes of Battle Systems, who provide a lot of terrain, but also a couple of their own board games like Maladoom and Core Space, which are very in-depth RPG kind of games. Definitely go check them out. Look really awesome. I'm not using the terrain right now because I just didn't have time.
No, we do actually have a link in our bios to most things, so do click that link, because what that does is it goes to their website and it lets them know you've come from us. And although that's not a monetary thing for us, what we do need to do is it helps us out in terms of trafficking website to them, and they get to see if it's worth in the future monetarily sponsoring us when we get to that point.
Yes.
But they are really, really good. If you saw the maps from Starfinder, obviously the majority of that map was using the battle system stuff. I've now got a 3x3 neoprene mat as well, which I'm going to be using for Shatterpoint, for Starfinder, along with loads of other different things. They're really awesome. It's very modular terrain. Please click that link, go see them, and go spend some money with them.
Indeed. And also, Roll and Play Press is one of our supporters as well. Really helpful for when you're in a bit of a pinch, improvisation-wise. You need a name that's not Larry or Jerry, and you open the book up to the kind of section you need, and you roll it up, and you've got a random name. And it's just those kinds of things. It's really good if you're just maybe even learning out when you're starting out as a DM, and you're like, my improvisation is not quite there. I need a bit of help.
Learning out, didn't it?
I heard it's the side of his mouth hit his ears. He said a wrong!
But we have a code for them, which is Dragonborn10 to get 10% off any of your roll and play goodies. So make sure to go check them out. And also Twitch Prime. If you have an Amazon Prime account, which I'm sure many of us probably do, to be fair, you can have a free subscription to any Twitch account that you want. And if you're here, you may as well spend it here right now, because it supports us in more ways than you can think. But also, just go tell your friends and family about us. If you're really enjoying the content, make sure that other people can come watch us as well. It really helps out. And also we have some merch in the merch store. Very much like the Live Laugh Joan t-shirt over there from Starfinder.
Love it. Live Laugh Joan.
Or the classic Dynatech Industries mug. So if you want something for your little money to also support us out, but also get something for yourself, go over there and get yourself some merch. Alright, Slurpee.
Stop it.
Stop it.
No, Slurpee, start with an over there.
Slurpee McGee.
Slurpee.
What you were
A lot louder than I intended.
Just a drink.
Okay.
Is it though?
Yeah,
I forgot my
No, it's just
Insight check.
innocent liquid.
Don't trust it.
Yeah, it's going to work out.
No,
Yeah.
The question is, do you think it's hot or cold? You know what it is, so you can shut up.
Exactly.
We've
Is it
gone
chips?
hops lately. Ooh.
Chips.
I saw some chips on the table when I came.
Oh,
No.
God, is it corn sausages?
Oh, that would be awful.
That would be horrendous.
Great.
Chips.
I'm all in.
I'm not allowed to say. I can,
What a
but I
what?
won't.
If I roll above 10, can you tell
I
me?
think
Yeah, you know what? Go on then.
14.
Don't tell them.
think knowing
I will
Ian,
take HP off Kaz.
You don't know what the DC is.
I think knowing Ian, it maybe previously
He's up to
was
DC.
hot, but by the time it's revealed, it will
he's
be
left
that
it for a while.
horrible tepid.
What does he like that's lukewarm? Or maybe even cold? That's food.
Well, so far we've done nugs, and there's
Yeah,
been
and
deep
pizza.
dish pizza.
yeah.
That was awful, by the way.
I bet, yeah.
It was.
Didn't look great.
I don't think he's put anything that we'd conceivably go, oh, that's all right, like jelly. I don't think there's a jelly in there because
I don't think jelly's alright either.
Yeah, across the line.
See, I put bananas and custard in there once, and everyone was like, "No," and other people were like, "Yeah."
I'd be more okay with jelly being in that than anything else.
Yeah.
It's the savoury that is just too far.
Well, I'm sure we'll find out as we play.
It's thrilling.
It's a wonderful episode.
That's the show. Is just
Bloodpunk, fuck off, mate. I'm just going to work out what's in Ian's mug.
the question is, will it still be hot or cold by the time I get to it?
Oh, well, it will still be, definitely, because those mugs are like tough.
Who was with me when it was you with me, like when I burnt my lips like 4 times
Yes.
in the space of a couple, and I was like, ah, fuck.
Kept doing it.
Honestly.
I think we should just get into it now.
Yeah, so get into it. Let's just play some D&D, guys. Let's just fucking nat 20. Fuck
Oh,
off!
nice.
Got wasted.
I'm a witch.
Absolutely wasted. Fucking
There's
hell.
the clip.
You gotta say it! I'm a witch.
Oh, blimey. So, after waking from the Founder's blood vision, you found healers tending to you all during your time away in this vision. You were all then taken to see the Grand Advisor once more in her office, where you discover she is incredibly frustrated and very angry. You speak with her and you discover that you have been absent for the past 5 days. In that time, things have changed across Kanrath. Security is tighter, transportation was almost stopped entirely from in and out of Kanrath, but you learned that the Crimson King deemed it absolutely necessary for the good of Kanrath to keep the transportation going. And also the hunt for the Silver Cult becoming ever more a priority. She begins to question you more about your time under. I think you begin to lie to the Grand Advisor, and it doesn't quite go so well. But she certainly sees through you, and she makes you aware that she knows that the Founder's blood runs through you. As she lets slip that she had your blood examined while you were unconscious.
Creep.
And she had found it to be ancient and with great potential. But she has also discovered that you are inevitably dying. The Founder's blood that has made its way into your system is too much for your bodies to handle. And over time, piece by piece, this blood is killing you. She offers to help, letting you know that she herself is a Grandmaster Alchemist in her own right, and in fact she did not become a vampire through traditional normal means. She is a self-made vampire through the transfusion of Crimson King's blood. She tells you to make a cure for this. Some could say a disease. A cure for your inevitable end, shall we say. That you will need to find the Founder's body. I don't think it'll be anything that you don't take the piss out of.
I don't know what it is. Like, honestly, him reading his mug, like, it's the fucking most gripping novel in the world, to followed by you kissing your teeth. I just fucking lost it.
It's a little shoulder wiggle as well.
Oh, Christ. I've lost my way now.
Grand Advisor.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Olives.
Oh, yeah, and the olives on sale, yeah.
We're the worst. We are literally the worst players in the fucking world.
So hard to keep it in there.
But she has said you need to find the Founder's body in order to try and help her create a cure for you. She points you in the direction of the crypt, where you would know the Founder was buried at his time of his demise. However, he met his demise, we do not really know. You make your way through the streets towards this crypt, and you enter through this very large marble door through the use of Marcus's hand placed on the middle of the door that takes some of his blood. And in doing so, the door opens, and you're presented with a very large staircase that just goes down into total darkness. And you end up travelling down these stairs for a good 5-10 minutes, until eventually it levels out, and you are now in the crypt, where it is extremely well made. It's paved stone, man-made stone, but it's not worn away by any means. It's just masterfully done. And you search a little bit through this first area, finding that this once used to be an area where the public would come visit the crypt of the founder to pay their respects. Maybe some would pray towards the founder, or very much of a religious fervour. You found this room where there was clearly a meeting zone for the public to come to, where a tour guide would give them sort of rundown of what's in this crypt. You make your way through a little bit more towards the western wing, where the first room you come to, you end up finding this sort of altar where a body lies on top, very much not decayed, but this large wound across its forehead with blood that is clearly poured down their face at some point. I think one of you tries to leave this room. I'm not actually sure who it was, but someone did. I think it might have been you, Fear.
Yeah. I think people were like with the body, and I was like, that's all I said. Like, I was like, I'm listening back. Who cares? I'm going for every door first.
And in doing so, awoke this being, and they began to attack you. And you managed to take down this Crimson Monk, as you now know. Although I think Marcus nearly went down, I believe. Or you did go down and had some death saves to make. But luckily, you're fine. And you move on a little bit through this western wing, and you found there are some more tombs kind of lent across the side wall of one of these rooms, where you'd found that the tops of these tombs have been smashed out from the inside. What used to be in there, you're not really sure at this point. Eventually you get to another room where there is only one tomb in this fairly large space, but there is a body sort of stood in this tomb with their eyes closed, and as you enter the room, they open their eyes and they kind of point towards you. I can't let any more intruders defile this place. Leave, or you will feel my wrath. And that's where we ended last session. Presumably in combat, which is where everyone's going to now roll initiative.
Sweet. Because I think I walked in, I was like, I've had enough of fucking trying to talk to you all. This is fuck it.
Yeah.
Just, you're dying.
Leave. No.
You didn't try to talk to them.
Okay.
Like, we are trying to engage.
Yeah.
Fine, fuck it, you die first.
Oh no, I don't like it when I roll higher.
Well, I rolled a nat 20 before. I reckon 17.
Oh no. It's
Opposite
not
of 17, though. It's basically a 17. It was a 4.
Basically a 17. Let me just get my thing up here.
I rolled 10.
This is very Skyrim, this dungeon. Like I'm seeing like the broken.
Yeah.
The drama everywhere.
Yeah.
Did you?
It's just lovely to.
There, you're awake.
What's been your favourite Skyrim playthrough? Like we've just done something that wasn't the main quest.
I guarantey me and Alex did the exact same first playthrough.
I've actually forgotten that.
A to B, no fucking side quest, straight to the end of the story.
Oh, really?
My first playthrough was don't fast travel anywhere, walk everywhere.
Have you tried survival mode?
I'm not good enough for
Completely
survival
different game.
mode.
It gets quite tedious after a while. Yeah, but it's cool.
When it comes to gaming, I'm like, put it on easy.
Oh, yeah.
I used to be like all about like going to like survival.
And then you took an arrow to a knee.
And then I took an arrow to the knee, and now I'm just like, I just want to play it for the fucking story because I'm done. Like, I'm struggling on Final Fantasy VII Rebirth at the moment. I'm in a fight, and it's not been a hard game, but I'm like in a fight that it's taken me 2 nights, and I'm still not through it. And I'm like,
no one's got time for that.
I'm going to put this down. I'm going to walk away.
Yeah.
I'm going to get Jack in. I'm going to get him to beat them for me, and then I'm going to come away.
Amazing.
Okay, so
9.
9 over here.
No.
Also at 9, my dex modifier is probably higher than yours.
That's Paul.
Sumptuous of you.
He's Paul.
No, my deck monitor is higher than
Mine's a
yours.
+1.
Okay.
+5.
All right. Okay. Marionette.
A smutty 20.
Love them smutty 20.
I do love them. I just listen, Jack. You know me and smutty.
Sorry.
These dice were handcrafted by our very own Ian the Dragonborn Bard. They have the lovely Starfinder in them. There are specials.
Can I have a set of dice from someone? Because I've
But if
completely
you want to
forgotten my
find
dice.
your own set of Dragonborn Industries,
Oh, actually, you know what?
dice,
There's a whole set right there. Just
there you
use those.
go. DragonbornIndustries.com. Get yourself some sexy dice.
They roll perfectly.
They're so
Every time.
If you like a smutty little
Marcus,
dice,
what you got, mate?
5 boy.
5.
5.
All right.
We'll slaughter this guy. It's fine if he gets the drop on us. We're going to murder him.
Right, so first up is Marionette.
Say.
What would you like to do?
Tig old bitty bong! Boom, boom! Because you are a tank now
I
as
am
well,
a
right?
tank now, yeah. Like, Marionette is a whole foot taller, 60 pounds heavier. She's in a thick with 3C's era.
It's like Elastigirl's thighs.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly. She's got the elastic
Itty-bitty
frame
waist,
going,
yeah.
for sure.
Damn, girl!
Big old booty.
I will just say that you can see that this being is wielding a sword and shield.
Okay.
This
and
guy
then
right here.
That guy right there, and there are some minis right there, Kitty. If you would like to give people their minis and they can place themselves where they
Which board did we come in?
Which
door?
door do we come in?
Obviously in
For you.
this one here.
There he is, my boy.
Because I technically would have been through first.
Yeah, I think I was
Is this
next
the place
to
down, or do you
wasn't
want to
I?
tell us where we are?
place down where you would be.
Can you? Well, because I'm going to get up in melee with him anyway. So can you just whack me up next to him, please?
So,
Because I'm going to move in a second, so you might as well just pop
So
next
probably
to him.
I'll.
but then how much movement would you use getting up to him? Where would you have started? I can't do
I would have
that.
started beside you. I was beside you in the room.
There you go, 10
so
foot.
there we go.
We go like. We go like, I don't know, there.
Where
Can I go in the?
Yeah.
I can't reach. I've got little arms. Thank God. Love
Maybe
that.
I'll be closer actually.
God, that one's so tiny in comparison to Fear.
Is that your final decision?
Bearing in mind, we would have just come into the room,
Yeah.
and Marionette's just spending like 10 foot of movement to get
Yeah.
up to that.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
You will go on my first whistle.
After you, Marionette. What are you doing?
I'm just going to try and stab this dude with my rapier.
Stabby, stabby,
I'm just
stabby.
making
Do it.
Let's see
where that
where
gets
he's
you.
at.
See where it gets you.
Oh, I rolled so much, my pen went. That's an 18, 19, 21, 23.
Yeah, that hits. Absolutely.
Thank you, my lovely. That's not that one. That is that one. Oh, nice. 8. That is 8 points of piercing damage.
Points of piercing damage. Yes, alrighty. Score a hit on them. Absolutely.
A palpable hit. I don't think I've got anything I can do with my bonus action.
Go on, mate.
Fucking, that's him, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was thinking Fear's mini was him.
That one right in the middle of the room is.
Which is why I was like, if I've just come into the room literally just now and then
Yeah.
thingy's running in, it's like, would you be that far forward?
Right, yeah.
That's going to be everything from me this turn.
Alrighty. In that case, Fear. You're up.
Yeah, I guess I will. I am bored of this. 10, 15, 20, of which he's then going onto the wall with Spider Clown.
Spider Clan. The ceiling in this place is probably about 20 foot up.
At this point, he's like only 5 foot up the wall. He's starting to do the whole interview with the vampire thing. He will take he's been trying out the blunderbuss with the slug ammo, so he is going to rock the Casbah. Oh, it's good. That is a 25 to hit.
That certainly hits.
Get him.
100%.
This is with slug ammo, so I'll mark that off in a second. Let's take these dice. It's 3d6 plus 5.
Alrighty. Some damage.
It's very tasty.
11, 12, 13, 14, 19 points
Fucking hell.
of damage as it just rings out and he just begins to start reloading it.
You can see
bonus
he's like
action.
peppered with these like crimson crystals that kind of like explode as you shoot this essentially shotgun, and he's almost blown back 5 foot. But yeah, he's peppered with this.
Then, as a bonus action, will. Gotta remember I'm a rogue.
Yeah.
Is there anything I can hide behind in this room?
Absolutely not.
No.
It's quite a bare room apart from there's just tomb.
Could I get in one of the
hide
tombs?
behind Marionette because she's so big now.
No. He just carries on. You say it's about 20 foot high?
The ceiling is, yes.
I'll take the next 15 to go 10 up and...
Okay, so you're kind of just on the edge of the ceiling in the corner.
Yeah, basically in the top corner, essentially upside down there.
But you love them corners, don't you? It's like your prime position for fear.
Prime vampire, isn't it?
Okay, so next up, Kitty.
Ooh, lovely. I am going to cast Angst Blast.
Angst Blast.
Angst Blast. So Kitty kind of summons this sharp piece of angst in like this like gnarly just shot like a broken bit of glass that you pick up off the floor kind of vibe, but bloody. So please hit. Motherfucker. Sorry. I'm guessing a 6 doesn't hit.
I'm afraid a 6 does not hit.
I feel like Kitty just kind of conjures it and then almost like slips with all the blood and it just drops on the floor.
God, hold all this angst.
Damn it!
Maybe you weren't ready for this fight so soon after your last one.
No.
Unfortunately that does not hit. But is there anything else you'd like to do? You'd like to move anywhere, anything like that?
I'm just going to stay where I am. I'm in my corner of shame.
In that case, next up is his turn.
That's why I don't like using spell slots, because I always stuff it every downtime.
It's the life of disaster where I only use like 3 spells.
Yeah, it's fine, I know you're there. So tell you what, we'll put a reading.
There is actually, down there, like some see-through
those
stands and stuff. You could use those.
I don't trash the place.
Trash it.
That's what I like to do.
Classic Jack.
The trasher.
Kick over my shit. There's probably one in there by this point. I kicked it over earlier.
Tell you what, you can find one.
Awesome.
Can you find 2? Because
he's coming up, is he?
He's going to climb up the wall just the same as you. And you can see he's just kind of like... as he just kind of climbs up the wall like a spider. And he's going to take a hit on you, Fear. As you scored a massive hit on him, so he's going to fuck you up.
Yeah, fair enough. They can take it.
Ooh. Can you? Can you take it? So that is a natural 20.
Oh, no.
Silver bobs.
For a 20.
Yes.
No, I'm kidding.
What? 25 to hit, technically. So that's going to be... Oh, Jesus.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez.
Don't mind
Christ.
Oh, this is not good. Man.
This is twice I've bucked somebody up and they've hit me with a crit directly afterwards. I'm just such a threat.
So...
It's so random. I can't believe I just did that.
Oh, it's like, it's Chimay, but with like
So, can you tell me if you have any resistances or immunities?
I do. I have resistance to both poison and cold, I believe. Let me just double check my features and traits because I think it's part of the vampirism thing and it's part of the blood resilient body. So I have, I gain resistance to necrotic at first and poison at third.
Cool. You take 22 points of damage as maybe you just weren't expecting this being, whoever they are, to climb the wall up with you and get right up in your face. And he just slips past your guard and just stabs you right kind of in the gut with a sword. And it's a very deadly sword. It's not just a straight sort of short sword. It's kind of got these edges on it. And some of it you can see is like pocked from where it's been hit before. And that just kind of adds a little bit of extra gnarliness to the sword. 22 points of damage.
So I think as he comes resistance. Up, it's as Fear is like doing the cocking action of the blunderbuss again, and he's like, and that's when like the blade goes through. But he's fine.
Cool. Alrighty.
Apparently, I'm the tank of this group.
And then he will jump off the wall using a bonus action.
Boo.
Onto.
Oh, surely he gets attack of opportunity.
Surely.
It would be. So can you move bloke to bloke next to Marionette, just kind of in the right there. You get attack of opportunity if you'd like to take one.
Yeah.
Now, technically, I'm not wielding a melee weapon.
I think you still may want to range. You're just disadvantaged still, right? Is that correct?
I don't know. It's been so long.
It's been a while. I'm so
You do
starfinded out.
strike.
I mean, I can whip out the rapier if you want.
I'll let you do that.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. He will take a hit with the rapier. Ooh, it's only a 16 to hit.
That does hit.
Oh, okay.
You've been told to move the box away from the mic.
Yeah, no, I saw that a minute ago. It's literally when I had that one there.
Naughty boy.
Oh, Jack handed it to me. Blame him. Yeah. No sneak attack. That is going to be 3 plus 5 for 8 points of damage. Piercing.
8 points of damage. That certainly works. But as they jump down towards Marionette, they get to make another attack.
Rude.
As their second.
Take this guy out.
Bastard.
Does this 16 hit you?
Probably. Yeah. Yeah, it does. Yeah.
You don't have new armour. I thought you'd had bigger armour class than that.
No, I'm a scribe, not a soldier, so my AC isn't that.
Is that one of the class
there's
features? Like they've got subclasses for.
So I'm beefier than I would be without it, but obviously because I built for. I did a classic Steph build basically, like give me the floors.
Yeah, cool.
Do you have resistance to anything?
I do. I'm resistant to poison damage.
Cool. In that case, you take 11 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Well, not just piercing damage; it's poison as well.
Cool.
As you feel there's like a slight ebbing in some of the blood that's within your tubes, but scores another hit on you. That is their turn. So now is Marcus.
I was going to not go into melee, but I think I will after witnessing that. Straight into melee.
Already? Yeah, that's fine.
Sword.
Sword.
25 to hit.
That's a good fucking
And I'm
idea.
going to use my
That's only hits.
divine smite.
Don't advance
Oh,
my.
smite him.
Might have to do myself a set of those.
A smite and a pancake.
A shred and a pancake. A blitz and a sneak attack.
So,
bongo.
fourth level, 5d8.
5d8.
Yeah.
What?
I was at 6. Hang on a minute.
Mm.
First level, 2d8. Second level, 3d8.
You don't have 4th level spells. This is level spells, not your actual character
yeah.
level.
Shit.
So it's down to what you get as a paladin at that level.
Yes.
It's still a lot under measuring.
But you get an extra d8 if they're undead. If it's divine smite,
Yeah.
They are undead.
so it's 48. Sick. I play D&D in 2 weeks. Oh god, I teach it to people too.
4d8.
Losing my weight. We play Pathfinder now. You care about D&D? Pathfinder. I've never seen someone put down.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
They're all 8s.
18.
So your weapon hit. What did you roll for your weapon damage?
18 plus 4, 22 damage.
Did you roll for
That's
your...
just on your smite, though.
That's just your smite. Did you roll your weapon damage as well?
No, I didn't.
Type of damage could matter here too, so... 5 plus your...
So that was at 22.
Wait, start with this one, because weapon damage could be a different type. There could be resistance from it. So your weapon damage is this one?
Yep.
Which is what? 1d8 plus...
1d8 plus 4.
slashing. And then this one's your divine, which is your radiant damage.
5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Radiant damage.
18 radiant damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does it look like any of that made a big difference?
It certainly did make a difference, for sure. They're looking a little bad, but how have you got 18 when you got 22 when you were saying 22 earlier? And you hadn't done your weapon damage yet.
I rolled 4. Oh, because I did.
He added his modifier to the original one rather than...
Okay.
So he just did smite plus damage, modifier, sorry.
That's all good. That's all right, just making sure. All right, is there anything else you'd like to do? Definitely score a big hit on this guy.
Yeah. do have a bonus action, which didn't work too well in my favour last time, but I'm sure I can use it again.
Lay on hands the guy you just hit.
Compel Duel. Concentration to 1 minute. The caster can see the spell to compel a creature they can see within 30 feet.
I will say that was probably an action.
Wisdom bonus action.
And you've used Divine Smite, which would be...
That would be your
a bonus
action.
Shit, yeah. Of course. Okay, never mind.
So you can still move. If you'd like to.
If I move, does he get attack of opportunity?
He would technically.
I'm going to stay where I am.
Okay. Fair. In that case, we'll toggle round, Marionette.
He's back up in melee. I'm gonna try and do a little stabberson again. 18.
Does hit.
Sick.
Does hit.
Nice. 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage.
I've actually looked at my modifiers properly.
Alrighty. Scoring another nice hit. No one's sort of really missed it, unfortunately, apart from you.
I'm also then going
No one's really missed, apart from you.
I'm going to the voice box slides across, and I'm going to bardic inspiration fear.
Yep.
And this kind of haunting melody starts to play out, and this time you can almost get the idea that there's kind of like words along with it, but it's a little jumbled. You can't quite make it out, but it seems a little bit clearer than it has before.
Okay. Bardic inspiration for fear.
Yours doesn't add to damage, does it?
No, not yet.
Not yet. I had something, didn't I?
Is that your turn? Fear. You're up.
Yeah, so he's going to spend 5 foot just to move across the wall to be in a perfect line between Marionette and himself, hopefully giving him the flanking then.
Okay, I see what you're going
Which gives me the advantage on the roll. I'm going to take a -5 penalty to this to add 10 to the damage attack if it hits.
Yep.
Hopefully giving me sneak attack as well. If we get that nice critty.
Quiddy.
Bardic Inspiration. What's your Bardic Inspiration?
It's a D6, but you've got it for 10 minutes, so you don't have to use it.
I'm going to use it now because I'm taking the -5 to the
so
attack.
with D&D, you can roll it and then add it if you want to use it.
I've got advantage on the roll.
On the D20 roll, yes.
Yeah. It was 16.
Add it up anyway.
It was a 16 before.
Is it possible with the...
Counting.
If I roll a 3, oh hang on, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If I roll a 4 and up, I can get it on a 16. I'll spend it. To 1. Can I re-roll any of that?
No. You already had your advantage. You rolled your Bardic Inspiration, I'm afraid.
That was, again, another buckshot ammo just rings out through the room, but
it does
maybe
not
it's this
hit.
guy's like slashing into everyone, he's moving out of the way, and it just like ricochets off the floor.
Maybe you're not used to the recoil of the blunderbuss in this kind of position where you're having to sort of fight against gravity a little bit, being kind of on the ceiling.
Yeah, and I think
It's
the
just
rage of having been hit as well. He's just like,
exactly. So these
got the
pellets sort
ammo.
of go wide and just kind of scatter along the floor. In that case, is that you,
yeah, that is me.
Kitty?
I think Kitty's going to move. Can someone move her 2 squares? Yeah, there. And she's going to conjure that ruby red fire
Sure.
in her hand
Awesome, yeah.
and try. Emphasis on try. With a firebolt.
Firebolt. Love it.
Is that cocked? That's cocked. Between two good numbers, yeah. I hate to see it. You hate to see it.
Oh dear. I
If you could help,
I don't like that face.
That was a nat 1.
Oh,
No.
I've got an emoji for that, though, so it's all right.
It was like, it's fine.
No, it's only a cantrip.
It's okay.
Though.
Exactly. This is why.
Yeah.
This is why we do cantrips. Yeah.
Um,
and again, kind of just like goes.
Yeah, I mean, maybe there's such a sort of mass of bodies in the middle where Marionette, Marcus, and this being.
It's all a bit overwhelming, isn't it? Really.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's all a bit overwhelming. You're not really sure where to place your shot. Yeah, unfortunately, that does not hit. Your spell fizzles out. Would you like to do anything else?
No, I think I'm all right there.
Okay, alrighty.
I think.
In that case, it is their turn.
So that none of us has said anything, just like, fuck it, kill him. Bored of this shit, just fucking
No
die.
more of this.
They will go to attack Marcus, because they seem quite resilient.
Also, you just hit them for fucking loads.
So that's a 20.
What?
Unnatural.
To hit.
Oh, yeah,
Not
sorry.
damage,
I thought-
don't worry.
yeah.
Oh, what?
Yes.
We're supposed to be having a good time.
That will be. Do you have resistance to poison damage
Yes,
as well?
I do. Yes.
Look at us.
Vampiric quality.
Resistant. You resistant to poison damage, Kitty?
That is 10 points.
10 points.
What's the point?
10 points of damage to Marcus as they quite expertly
I don't think I am.
just make their
I
way
don't think I
under
am.
your guard
No.
and just find a way to get in.
Like I said, I think.
Yeah,
Find a way to get in.
Find a way to
Can do
get
something
in.
to turn it into poison damage.
Great shot, kid.
As they sort of slash across Marcus, they kind of turn in the direction and go for Marionette.
Fuck off.
Okay,
Don't
20,
make
there's
that
26 to hit.
Yeah, of course it does.
Oh, I love it when Jack rolls numbers.
Is he a barbarian if he's got 2 attacks?
No, he just could have 2 attacks, could have multi-attack. I mean, he's armoured and wearing sword and shield, right? So he could be a fighter or a knight of some kind or a paladin. He's not putting any
12 points.
I am unconscious. No.
You down?
Marionette
unconscious.
is unconscious as a
Is,
hit of 12 damage comes through.
This is your first time going down, isn't it?
Yeah, they slash across Marcus and they exploit with it. Anyone who's sort of trained in any martial art or melee combat can see that this footwork is very well trained. As it'll sort of spin around and just change target, and maybe that's what takes you unaware. It's just the fact that it's just so quick with it. And maybe I think they sort of shield bash you and then stab, and it just
Gets like a key tube.
yeah, maybe a tube comes loose.
Yeah. It's just blood everywhere. Like a hose left on.
Yeah. But Marionette is now prone and
no.
unconscious.
Power down.
That is, however, their turn. So next up is Marcus.
Right, I'll just go for another schmack.
On Marionette, yeah?
18...
Damage.
25.
Yeah, that hits.
Cool, man.
Cool, man.
That's filthy.
11.
Filth.
11 damage.
Looking hurt. Definitely. If you score another good hit on them. They're still standing, but they're looking a little bit more
But he
weary.
goes, good. You did not really know something, do you, fucking? And he leads us through the door.
He does not.
Would you like to do anything else? With a bonus action and a move left.
No.
No.
Can I...
Oh, speak
Bonus
now.
action to lay on hands? Or is that a...
You got any lay on hands left?
I think you might have spent it all on yourself,
I
didn't
don't
you?
think so.
You spent it quite a lot on
Hands
heal
had
yourself up.
20. I can't remember how much I used. I should have written it down, really.
Oh dear.
You learn, don't you?
Oh, shame that.
I have a feeling you might have spent them all.
Yeah, oh yeah, because I
do. Yeah,
put it down.
pop-
You were like,
pop them
fucking
all
hell.
into yourself,
Get
yeah.
myself back up a bit.
I don't know if there was like 5 left or if it was
That's
the rest
right.
of them.
No, I think it was because Marcus has generally used all his lay on hands all at once.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm selfish that way.
I think you're fine. I think.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
In
I'm
that
not
case-
worried.
I'm not worried.
If you do nothing else,
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
it would have been Marionette's turn. So please,
Death saving throw.
death saving throw for Marionette.
It's a fail.
That's a fail. That's one fail, 0 successes.
Thanks, Jack.
Just letting you know. I'm keeping score.
Gizzards and hold them in front of us. What are you?
Yes. So next up is Fear.
You can see him raging, and he is just like, he's missed shot, he's been injured, and then Marionette goes down. and like we would see like a flash of the past few days as he contemplates target or the fact that we still have to get through here, and he just drops from the ceiling like a red cape, like, and he's just stood there at the ground, no movement spent. Because it was cool. He will move.
So you spent about 10 foot.
He moves 10 foot, and like his eyes aren't even on this figure, as he's just like the blunderbuss, which is slung, now falls to the side as he pulls out a blood vial and thinking about what happened with the blood vision, what happened with the pool and the vampiric traits. And he leans down and he just cracks it over where your mouth would be if you had one, where you now have these engravings of fangs. And I'm hoping that 1d4 to all blood vial drinks to HP, now that you have a vampiric trait.
I would let that work, yes.
He's like, not yet. It smashes in, like the glass and the blood goes over his hand and it just like drips onto your faceplate. That would be...
Yeah, roll it up.
What's a blood vial? 1 HP, then you get an extra d4 to it.
Correct.
Been tracking those for a while. I've not had to use one properly yet. It's out of the tray.
Oh,
it's out of the tray.
It flew.
You get 2 HP.
Better than nothing.
But that would be my action. As a bonus action, I'll take the dodge.
The dodge action.
Can I do that as a rogue?
Sure you can.
Take the dodge action.
Yeah, you can. As a you can dodge as a bonus action as a rogue.
Yeah.
That's what
You could,
double
do it as a,
checking.
you could do it as an action as well.
Well, the action has to be to give you that.
So you could bonus action dodge.
Yeah, just double checking as a rogue I can do
No,
that.
absolutely you can. 'Cause it's dodge, disengage, hide.
Yeah. Cool. And then I'll take the dodge action.
Alrighty, that's fine. So Marionette unit up, 2 HP.
Okay.
Perhaps like the blood having this founder's blood with it as well. You can like that little tube that's kind of been nicked and sort of spraying out a little bit. You can feel it kind of get magnetized back.
Like a bicycle puncher.
Yeah. But like the blood is kind of like it draws itself back into its socket. And you feel your system become connected again.
I think, you see like the I think starting from sort of like you kind of hear like a whir from like where her heart would be if she had one, and the blood kind of starts to almost like recirculate as the eyes glow red again. Thank you, Fee.
Get up.
Well, yes.
Kitty.
I think Kitty is had enough of this shit. She's gonna
Fireball.
she's gonna
Guaranteed hit.
use a quarterstaff.
Yeah.
She's gonna get up in the action.
Oh,
she's seeing Marionette on the floor and's panicked a little bit.
Into this one here?
I guess so, yeah. Let's go. That's it.
Wherever you'd like
he's
to
so
go.
little next to you.
Tiny. And I am also. Can I decide to do this after I hit or not? Because it's a thing that I can kind of put as an extra.
What thing are we talking?
So it's called Bloodshot. So essentially, I can coat small things with my own blood. So, which means weapon and spell attacks deal an extra 1d3 blood damage on a hit.
Sure.
Do I have to decide to use that before I roll?
If you're coating it
I'd say
automatically, yeah.
God damn it.
I mean, just
I think so.
You know what? You know what? For the
What does it
narrative
cost
flavour.
to coat your blade?
I mean,
What
I have 3 per long rest, so I was being
Is
thrifty.
it like an action or a bonus action to do it?
It doesn't say. No, it just. You know, can I just, or is it a spell? Actually, you know what? I'm going to leave that.
What's happening here?
Do you want me to check if it is?
Well, I was
Because
just
it
wondering,
doesn't.
'cause,
I haven't written it.
I mean,
let
if
me
it's like
just
a
double
bonus
check.
action.
Is it
Yeah, you could
oddly
just,
phrased?
Yes, but it could be that I didn't. Why is it
Maybe.
on there?
Learn to coat small things with your own blood by pushing it out of your body. Weapon and spell attacks deal an extra 1d3 blood damage on hit. Why d3? The fuck is with that? Jeez, there's not even like.
Again, as a Paizo player, I'm okay with a
It's going to
D3.
come straight in here. Why would you include something as a D3?
How do you even do a D3?
Your classic dice
You
doesn't have a
can
D3.
roll a D4.
Fucking.
D6
If it's a 4, roll again.
That's That's bullshit.
Actually, a D3 and a D12 was the original system.
Yeah, but it's not.
Actually,
We're not in the original system.
Right.
When we look at like things like MCD, have to draw steel, and
But
you need
as
2D10
a
and D12
dice
and a
maker, right, as a dice maker, when you classically make a set, do you include a D3?
No,
There you
not
go.
anymore. But because the D6 acts as a D3, where you go 1 and 2 is 1, 2 and 3 is, or you roll a D4 and take the 4.
But it's stupid.
Reroll.
It's stupid.
Paizo runs a lot with D3s as well because
It's
it's an older.
stupid.
It's an older system, sir, but it
So
checks out.
it doesn't say anything about it being a bonus action and action. It just says at first level I can learn to cope small things
So it's
with.
fire class.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just a sorcerer thing.
I'm going to say it's a free thing for you to do because
Yeah.
it's not
It doesn't
specifying
say.
bonus action, coat your weapon in
Exactly.
blood. So I'm going to let you do it for free because you only get 3 times per day.
Yeah.
So I think it's a class feature.
Fair enough.
So
Yeah.
I'll let you do that.
I mean, I haven't even hit yet, so we'll.
No, it's fine. It's good. Yeah.
So yeah, I kind of just kind of these core staffs just kind of almost drip with this like
the nat one.
nasty
Yep.
blood,
16.
and I'm raring to go for this with a 10.
Ooh,
So that's
Plus?
a 12.
a 12.
I'm raring to go with this. Oh, that's a 10 for a 12.
You know what? A 10's an improvement on a 1.
We're in
That's
double
very
digits.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However, the outcome's the same.
savage.
I'm really sorry, but
He is the worst.
that,
I thought I was a dick.
No, the thing is, you know you are. Little shit over there.
Smug little prick.
Again, I think the blood it almost makes it slippy.
Yeah,
And she's just
okay,
like
yeah.
kind of fucking
That's
fumbling
all they've
with
done
it.
this fight.
I'm just so clumsy, guys.
It's just that boing, like the Hanna-Barbera cartoon stuff.
so you've only got a +2 hit with your quarterstaff.
Yeah.
Are you not proficient in it?
What? Do you add your proficiency bonus to that?
You should do. It should be
Oh, shit.
your strength or dexterity,
Oh.
and then you're proficient if you're proficient with it.
So, because you're a sorcerer, aren't you? So
Yeah.
that's a quarterstaff is a martial weapon,
Yeah.
which is
But
like
is it a
monk
simple
shit.
weapon or is it a martial weapon?
Because you're proficient with like daggers and stuff, so you need to look at whether or not as a sorcerer you're proficient with quarterstaffs.
I have it on here that I am.
If you are proficient with it,
Yeah.
then you
Add-
should be
add
adding your
proficiency,
proficiency
Well, that'd
bonus to
be
your
14 then.
all of that, and the results the fucking same. It's a +4 to your attack, though.
It is so close to hitting.
Oh, unless you've got that and your strength is at a -2.
What?
What's your strength modifier?
-1.
Yeah.
So it's your proficiency bonus -1.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
It'd be 13.
I'm afraid it does not hit.
What a ride.
But now I've learned something.
wait,
What?
Wait,
how is so? If your proficiency bonus is 2 at level 4,
Yeah.
right? Mm-hmm. And your strength is -1,
Yeah.
but you've got a +2
Have I fucked up somehow? What?
because so your weapon attack should be your proficiency bonus plus your modifier, right?
Let's double check it.
let's have a look on the internet.
I could be completely wrong
Yeah,
here.
I feel that's overcomplicated a little bit. Weapon attack bonus 5e. So it's calculated by adding your proficiency bonus and your relevant ability modifier, strength for melee, dex for ranged, or the spell casting ability for spells in your attack rolls.
So it would be like a 1.
So melee, use your strength modifier, range uses dex. Finesse, you can choose to use either your strength or your dex.
So it should be a 1 not 2.
+1. Scribble it out. +1.
Not to nerf you a bit more, but not only are you not hitting, you just got nerfed.
Oh,
Unless it's to a minimum of 1.
I feel for you.
I'm happy to have
I
a plus.
think
It's fine. I'm not going to use it that often anyway.
I'm
so-
going to
I'm also not the
create a
GM.
sorcerer and just double check it
You'll get it
for
on the
you
next
while
round.
things go, just to double check.
Even if it was 14, I'm really sorry, but that
No,
does
yeah.
not.
Anyway, it's not going to hit. So.
I like a good rules talk, so I'm all for it.
But maybe it just you're not used to melee combat anyway. You're very much used to using your spells to deal with whatever situation you're in. And maybe it's seeing that Marionette has gone down and is also now up, but just seeing the moment of, oh shit, this could go really badly. You just kind of in desperation go in. And it doesn't quite work out, unfortunately.
And I'm not going to move because I'll get hit.
That is a possibility.
I'm going to stay where I am.
However, it is now their turn.
Yeah.
Where, as they now see fear coming over with this blood vial to try and get Marionette back up,
Already done it, mate.
I will let them make a check.
It's just right for 8.
Yeah.
Stop! I concede.
Is it because we're vampires?
I can see that.
Because he's vampires.
Is it because we vampire it?
Did we not fucking... I wouldn't swear. Did we not warn you? We were not here to decimate. You fool.
I thought you were more of those cultists that have been in here, but you have bested me, and not many can do so. Clearly, you have blood within you.
You wait your turn. And he puts his hand down to Marionette.
Oh, thank you, dear.
And he'll bring you up.
And automatons as yourselves do not just magically get up again by consuming blood. I know something has happened here. And I think it's something to do with the founder. So, I concede I will not fight you anymore. You are allowed in this place if you truly wield the founder's blood within you. What are you doing here, anyway?
What do you know of the world outside? How long have you been here, sheltered in your little bedroom?
I've been here since the death of the founder.
Well, it appears the founder's not possibly all that dead, and yet the blood rains come again, and we are to investigate as we are of the founder.
Make a persuasion roll for me.
God, that's not good with me. Oh, yes it is.
Straight.
Yeah, I thought that hits were just like what the property of the weapon was. That's it. Because I've never really done weapons.
That is a 21.
21.
Very persuasive.
The founder being alive, that is impossible.
Why? Do you know how he died? Do you know how powerful he really is? He's too powerful to die.
Trust me, I know more than you about how powerful he is. That is why I've spent my life here with him.
Oh, is he here?
Well, his body is, yes.
Whereabouts?
Well, in his
Because
tomb.
he did send us down to sort of have a little look, and we're not...
He sent you down.
Indeed, yes.
When is the last time you saw this tomb of his? If you've been in this room all this time.
It has admittedly been a while.
Best go look then.
The entrance to this center chamber is currently broken
Convenient.
by the cultists, I believe.
Convenient.
And he sort of reaches around behind him, and in a pouch, he brings out a piece. And it looks like cogwheels. And it's kind of like these 3, maybe 4 cogwheels kind of laid upon each other.
It's my cousin. Oh, sorry. It was right there. I had to take it.
That was good. That was very funny.
Maybe you see like a little smirk on his face. But,
I spat everywhere.
after we managed to defeat most of these cultists, this is one of the pieces that was left by the door. I believe it could be used to perhaps fix it. As you are clearly of the founder, have it. See if you can.
Who are you?
My name is Thorold.
Thorold.
And guess what? Now you're our guide. These cultists have not only come in here and desecrated Father's tomb, but... And he will use those words.
Daddy.
But have stolen things like his weapon and his spell books, tomes that belong to him. And not only that, we have seen a return of the blood rain. Now, isn't it awfully convenient, like Marionette says, that the door is now broken? We've been on a wild goose chase, and I am bored of having to explain ourselves to lesser beings.
With you till the end there, Fear.
Bit of a mood on this one, hey?
Oh, tell us about it.
I am not much for words.
You're talking a lot.
I can still talk, young one. Go next door. You will find
Time
someone
outfit.
more willing to talk than I. You have passed my little test.
There's more.
Can we just tell them that we're not cultists like we did you?
Just write us a note or
Go
something.
into the room next to me, There's a chap named called Alf.
Ow.
He could be dead. We killed somebody.
Alf.
Did he lie on a bed and cut his forehead?
I heard some noise. No, no. That is someone we like not to mix with.
Oh, well, they're dead, so don't worry about it.
Well, at least I'm glad about that. We're not allowed to kill our own, but we've been down here a while, and it's getting on my nerves, so at least thank you.
Good God.
Go into the next room, and he points literally to the room right next to him.
So, out of interest, where have we been?
So, I haven't drawn the centre chamber. This is just the western wing. So you've come through this corridor. This room here is where you fought that.
We cleared that
one monk.
Been through that door.
One monk.
I'm assuming we came through here.
Yeah, you had a look through this door. You saw this, but you didn't go anywhere. You didn't decide not to. But you went through here. This is where the 4 tombs were lined up. They were sort of smashed from the inside out. Then you came into that corner room, where it was quite barren. There were just some chairs and tables put there. There was hardly anything in there. You can see in that room there was clearly people once lived in that space.
Was that in here?
Yes.
We didn't do this bit then.
You have not seen that bit.
Okay.
But you came through that corner door into the room you're in now.
Okay.
Speak to Alf. I've given you the piece, the door. You will need to find the other one.
Oh, so these cultists just broke the door, then left the pieces here?
No, I don't think they cared much for the door in the first place. That's the point of it being broken.
The trouble, nobody cares about doors these days.
That's very true.
They're just not a
You
good
came
band.
in here without any announcement.
Is there anything that we need to know about Alf before we go?
He's a lovely chap.
Yeah, no, cool.
But is he going to just attack us on sight?
No,
A lovely
no,
chap.
Alf
he's
is lovely.
quite a passive guy.
Okay.
Is he on the other side of the door?
will
This dude is
guy.
wild.
So chill all of a sudden. He's just a lovely
You
guy.
proved yourselves. You're now friends.
Right. I know a guy. Tricky Pete.
I'm quickly going to cast Restore Lifeless Body on myself to try and get some HP back. So as
Not
this is
a
going on,
problem there.
Marionette's kind of like clunking things back into place, twisting tubes.
Apologies for the wounds,
Shite.
by the way.
Oh no, I quite understand when one's protecting one's own.
It is necessary that people are not just walking about this crypt without proper means.
Oh, what? You want us to flash these? And he shows, like, the badge.
I know not what this is.
See, I told you they were pointless.
Well, down here, probably.
Like I said, I've been down here since the death of the founder.
Do you mean-
Whatever badge you flash at me will mean nothing to me.
Oh, is this not the badge you just gave us, the cog?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Well, which way next?
Halfway, I think.
Alf's room.
Well, why doesn't our friend Foradin, or whatever it is here, show us around?
I'm not a tour guide.
Oh, but you don't want to help the founder, yet you'll sit here for an eternity.
Well, I've already proved that you are founder material, as it were.
Didn't stop the cultists, though, did you?
Well,
All right.
we tried our best.
We're going to move on now.
And your best wasn't good enough. I've learned
Come
from...
on, Finn.
Do better!
Get this one in check, will you?
Not possible.
Oof.
This one whistles to his own tune.
Yes, I can see that.
Oh, is it liquid? It's
Maybe.
liquid.
Maybe.
Just watching intently.
I don't think...
No,
Okay,
I
right.
don't trust it. No.
Are you making your way into this next room?
Yeah.
Okay.
But, I mean, meta-wise, should we
Yeah.
go down and do this, or should we just fuck off to Alf?
Let's fuck off.
I
to
want
Al.
to see Alf.
Yeah.
Yeah?
He sounds like a lovely
There's
chap.
a small Vorpal sword in there. Just saying it could be.
It's not though, is it?
No.
It's probably another monk with a weird, like, weapon bag. Fucking Nosferatu in there.
What's the
Are you-
ectoplasm everywhere?
Are you going around or are you going straight in the room? What are you
Straight
doing?
into Alf.
Any traps on the door?
No.
Oh, then I'll go through.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't like him. He fucking...
You don't like anyone.
He got warned.
Okay, so you make your way into this room, and it's warmly lit. It has a small fireplace going, and on the walls there are some bookcases that have some of these kind of ratty and dusty books, not in a good way, but there is one individual in this room who's currently just sitting at a chair in front of the fire with a book, and they're just reading it. Yes, come in. I heard the commotion next door.
Are you Alf?
I am indeed. I'm assuming you met Thorold.
We did, yes.
We heard you were lovely, so...
Prove it.
Yeah.
No,
Got a lot to live up to now, Alf.
This could not have come from Thorold's mouth, I'm
He said
sure.
you were a lovely chap.
Verbatim.
Thorold, what's got into you?
He had nothing but lovely
Nothing.
words to say about you.
It was very complimentary.
Anyway.
Jesus Christ.
No.
Jesus Christ. Do you know what? I'm not mad at it.
That's more acceptable
all right.
than anything else that you've
That's
had.
fine.
I said, as long as it's not nugs or pizza,
You know what?
I'm okay.
That's noodles. Acceptable.
Yeah, I can handle that.
Do you know how I cooked them? Just sat them in boiled water and that's it.
Again,
They're
fair.
not fully cooked.
How you tend to boil things.
No.
No.
First, it's just noodles, not water.
Alf, it's lovely to meet you. We've got part of a broken door.
Ah, yes, I remember Thorold picking that up from the commotion of the cultists. Is there anything I can do specifically for you? That was an impulse move, that wasn't it, Alex? Savage. What can I do for you?
I don't know, lobotomy.
I'm considering myself.
You know you can hear those when they happen.
Fuck off, Alex.
Oh, full circle, I like that. I got noodles in my nose.
Oh my god.
We would like to, we here need to find another part of this door to gain access to the tomb in the crypt of the Grand Temple Crypt of the Dead Sun Risen Founder.
I didn't realise this place had such a long name.
It's growing day by day, so I hear. But apparently you have some information that might be beneficial to us.
Well, where have you looked so far in this crypt?
We've been in sort of the lobby, and then the strange room with the man who was very zealous and had the strange cut on his head.
Ah, yes. He lost his marbles quite a few years ago. We tried to distance ourselves from him.
Oh, well, we've got plenty of distance
Has he now been-
Got two fucking rooms.
Has he been dispatched?
He has, yes.
We're not in.
Okay.
No, you've got a noodle on you.
Not on Joe!
It's right there, mate.
I can see it.
Fuck's sake.
Anyway, so there I was, noodles on my titty. Alf, dear, let's continue our conversation. Let's try and keep this on track, shall we?
Okay. Right.
He's got Siobhan. She's gone.
I will just give you a bit of a description of what this guy looks like. So, he's got quite long white hair.
Fit.
Fit as fuck.
Now hear me out.
He's about 80 plus.
He's
Stop it.
clean shaven.
Nice.
Quite ragged clothes. You can clearly see that he is undead.
Okay.
We can make it work.
Yeah.
Clean shaven, undead.
Rigor mortis, you say?
He's still very much like more on the human side
Sure.
or vampire side than he is undead. It's kind of this cross between slightly decomposing but not. Whether that does it for you or not is
Remains to be
up to
seen.
you.
You must bounce.
Bounce on it. Crazy style.
I haven't even seen the film and I know what you're talking about.
Myself and Thorold know that there are, or at least one other piece to the door, because we have tried to fix that door with the piece that we have, but we can clearly see that there is at least one part missing.
Did you check the east wing?
No, again,
Obviously.
we try to distance ourselves from that side as well. You've got to remember, we've been down here for a long time.
What? And you put up the Berlin Wall?
No, I'm not sure what.
You put up the Kanrath Wall?
There we go.
No, we've been down here for a long time. Whoever your name is, you seem to be very angry. I'm not really sure why.
Just go with
Fuck
it.
this one off. Yeah. Some of us, as you clearly have seen, have gone. They've lost their way, and you've killed one of them.
Is there anyone that we should be particularly concerned about who has lost their way? You know, anything you can tell us about what sort of weaponry they might have, or magics, or...
Well, there will be at least a couple more of us in the Eastern Wing. I could not tell you how many. We've not really bothered to go over there. We don't need to. We've been quite content where we are.
Even when you get cultists come in who are desecrators, you don't check in with the other wing, you don't do anything, you stay here. Seems like you've lost your way.
We did our bit to try and fend off these cultists, but they came in number. There are only so many of us.
If you'd have done your bit, you'd be dead.
They wielded great magic. And
that was enough for you to lay down.
roll an intimidation check.
Like, he's done with you guys. That's good.
Oh no. But Alf.
That's a 19.
Oh, lovely Alf.
Alf.
Nobody called Alf is hot. No, what? Show me a hot Alf.
Jude Law.
No, not his real name. He played a character called
Easy,
Alf.
can do that, not a problem.
If you bring up Alf the alien, I called it.
So, fucking hot elf, Jesus.
You should see him on Pogs.
As I said, we did our bit, and unfortunately, it was not enough. We are loyal members of the founder and his children. As I said, they wielded great magic. Magic that I've not seen before, and especially does not reside in those that of the vampiric nature.
What can you tell us then, at least, of what we face? Because we look to end this cult. We look to restore the founder, it seems, from his not-so-eternal grave and bring him back to his might, by the sounds of it.
You wish to resurrect the founder?
Oh, he's coming if you like it or not. Whether you've been sat here with your heads buried in your own graves.
Why?
Because he has commanded it.
Has he? Has he?
Kind of. He's said that he's not completely dead. I mean, this is Fear's interpretation.
We believe that that was the cult's doing as well. They want to do that too. It is interesting that you also want to do it, but I can clearly see if you've passed these Thorold, who has tested your might, that you are of founder's nature. And yet you want to have the same thing as the cult.
Why would the cult resurrect him? Why would they...
That much I cannot answer. I am not part of that cult. They came in here looking clearly for something with the founder.
Well, they got
and
it.
They shut the door behind them as they entered his tomb.
Well. And he just looks to you all. Meta-wise, it's kind of like how far am I going, or how much are we saying?
I think Marinette will shake her head.
Not much.
As if enough, no more.
I don't think they're worth it anyway.
If you'd allow me, I can give you a bit of a history lesson.
Oh, please, yes, absolutely.
At first, the crypt was built as a tomb as well as a museum. The giant gate of the crypt hall, which you may not have seen already, I don't know, could only be opened by the royal family, or in other words, those who carried the founder's blood, which I can clearly see you do too, though I've never seen you by the founder's side before, so you must be somehow new.
New blood.
Yes. The royal family opened the door to all others who wanted to pay their respects to the almighty founder. There were 3 parts of this crypt. The tomb of the founder itself, may he rest in his rightful place among the gods. The museum built in his name, and a complex built for his followers, us. We came here to visit the founder after his so-called demise. Later, the Crimson King decided to shut down the complex and made it so that only the founder's descendants could enter this place. We, the loyal followers of the founder, bargained with the Crimson King and convinced him to allow us to stay with the founder, even if it meant that we would never leave. We wagered that we would surely die. This would become our final resting place too. We wanted a few things, and he provided them. We each had a gargoyle that we kept as a pet. Some books, some materials for us to build our own tombs, and some other daily items that we needed. Then, of course, inevitably we died, as one would expect. Now, you may be wondering why we chose this, or why the first child agreed to let us stay here, even if it meant our own demise. You must understand, even if the first child had bested the founder's influence was still a great threat to his reign. The founder's influence was still a great threat to his reign. I just read it a bit. So he wanted us, his greatest supporters, out of the way. We wanted to stay at the founder's side even if we died beside him, because we believed that he'd awaken and raise us from the dead. And we did rise, though not in the way that we had hoped. We believed the time had finally come, that our master had rewarded our loyalty. But it wasn't him who brought us back. It was a cult. The cult of sorcerers. Alas, we figured out that it was too late. They went into this crypt hall, but we couldn't. We managed to hunt down some of these impertinent sorcerers and kill them. It was the very least we could do, if you ask me. But that is where we are now, left to eternally walk this place, not knowing if the founder himself is even here anymore. Until such a day where, if the founder does arise, or if the Crimson King lets us free from this place, we're eternally here.
Well, I don't think the Crimson King has his eye on you anymore. Best, did you say?
Yes.
Tell me more.
Persuasion roll.
$11.
It was fairly well known that the Crimson King was not overly fond of the founder in the last days of the founder being alive. Some like to rumour that perhaps the Crimson King killed him himself, so that he could take the reign. Whether this is true or not, I do not know. I find it hard to believe that the first child of the founder himself is that well motivated. And for me, it doesn't seem plausible. But it is a possibility. I've had a long time to think about this. And it is certainly a possibility.
An insight check to see if he's being truthful. Different dice. Okay. $18.
You very much feel like he's being entirely truthful with you. You even get the feeling that he has nothing to hold back. He's not ashamed of anything.
In the days of this place being open to the public, was there any particular member of the royal household who visited more frequently?
Well, back then, I couldn't say who visited more. Since it has been closed, the Crimson King has come quite often.
How often is often?
Time does blur a little when you're in this complex for so many years as we have been.
Of course.
But often enough, he doesn't come to see us by any means. He goes directly to the tomb of the founder.
I assume he hasn't been since the cultist, so we have no way of telling him.
He has been a couple times since the cultish behavior has begun. Not sure why. I cannot say. I do not know the Crimson King's motivations.
So since that door has been broken by the cultist, he has been here.
Yes.
Has he gone through that door?
Yes.
But the door is broken.
Like I said, I do not know his motivations, nor do I know his abilities.
Seems a little suspect.
Again, we do not wield the Founder's blood.
We do.
Indeed. And whilst we, as monks of the Founder, can see that this door is broken and we kind of can't use it, maybe there's a different way to using the Founder's blood to open the door. I do not know.
And is Shul your surname? It's written on your chest.
I do not have a surname. And that is not because Jack cannot think of one.
What's his surname, Jack?
No.
Alf. No.
He is known as Monk Alf.
Monk Alf.
They're laughing at you.
Monk Alf.
Monk Alf. Well,
His name is Monk Alf. He has a library. He sits and reads his books in there, and he has beautiful hair.
he's clean shaven around there. Well, it seems like we have puzzle pieces to collect.
Joyous.
Or we could just go try the door.
I say we try the door.
I think so too.
Indeed.
Marcus, kill him.
No, Alf.
Are there any more of you?
There will likely be more of us in the East Wing.
As aggressive as your friend in there.
That is possible.
Could we get a writ or a note?
I don't think a note will help.
Or come with us. Let them know that we're friendly.
I fear they're not going to come.
You must understand that me and Thorold, we can see the power that resides within you. And that is because we are still of able mind. The monk that you have unfortunately had to dispatch of had lost his mind. And those in the Eastern Wing may have lost their minds too, but if they have not, they should be intelligent enough and zealous enough to know that you wield the Founder's blood. And if they do, they should treat you with respect.
To the Eastern Wing.
Indeed.
Via the main temple crypt door?
I think it makes sense. At least to have a look and see
Why waste
the lay
time?
of the land.
If I were to give you a piece of paper to mark a map, could you draw it for the layout of this place for us?
I certainly probably could. I'll provide it to you after the break, which we're going to have right now. So we're going to take a 10-minute break here, get a drink. Yeah, see you back in 10 minutes. In a bit. And hello!
I couldn't eat them.
We're back.
I'm really sorry, I just felt my face go to full teacher. What have you got? Alex,
Feels like I'm,
Drop it! Drop it!
Duke of Edinburgh or something.
just unacceptable.
So, Alex, you're eating the uncooked noodles.
That I couldn't finish.
They are cooked. They're definitely cooked.
Are they? Yeah. You know when they're still they taste like dry whey powder?
Ugh.
Oh,
No.
And it's the vegetable flavoured ones, by the way, so there's no flavour in them anyway, and they're the cheap ones, so,
brother.
How do they look both uncooked and rubbery?
Yeah.
Because they've been sat in water for 2 hours here while we
It's
wait for the
fucking
stream.
grim. Jesus. Anyway, let's move on.
Jack's had enough.
Play a gothic horror setting, and yet that's the grimmest thing.
Really
Okay.
They're not really good, and you've got a problem.
You fucking made them, mate.
He's fucking got you there.
You guys should try them.
No, I'm all right.
Jesus. So you are in this room with Alf and his
Alf, use
little
the title.
library.
Hot Alf.
Hot Alf. Sorry, let me put a prefix on there. Hot Alf.
Thank you.
Hot Monk Alf. Who's given you a little bit of a rundown as to sort of why this crypt was built and what its use was, and a little bit as kind of what has happened recently. I dread to think what's on his phone.
Is that geeky?
Yeah.
Fuck you, geeky.
Love it.
Oh no. Oh dear.
I'm missing out on the action there. You've got to show me.
Just dick.
Mate, what are you doing?
Stop putting food in your mugs.
Yeah.
Keep going, guys.
No.
Keep going.
Jesus. Anyway, what are you guys doing?
We're gonna go find the tomb.
Find the tomb.
Find the tomb.
You asked for a map, and we'll say during the break he sort of looked through his little library,
We've got 10 minutes, guys.
and he pulls out sort of a kind of a dusty sort of tome, and he brings out a map for you, which you can see just here.
Lovely, a wonderful little map.
Yeah, zoom out, mate.
Zoom her out, mate.
Oh yeah.
Just try.
I mean, you had it right the first time.
Where it is.
Yeah.
There is stuff left in that, by the way.
No, I don't want it. Get my mug away from
You
me.
came in on this bit here. All right.
Yeah.
That's where you got big, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes, and you came through this corridor, and you're now in this room here.
Okay.
So this is the western wing, centre.
Oh shit, so there's lots over there, isn't there?
Alf, before we make haste and go exploring your crazy friends, is there anything at least useful in here that we could use? Well, as weapons and gear and tools.
Or leverage.
I'm sorry to say that I've got nothing to give.
Not you, anywhere else. You're clearly useless.
Unfortunately, the eastern wing is probably where you can find anything.
There we go. He's doing it.
Little sass on this guy needs to fucking calm down.
No, we know.
That's Jack.
That's not Hot Alf. That's not. He's not doing that. I mean, you already look very well equipped. I'm not sure what else
Fucking
you would
guns
need.
galore.
You've got like 3 guns, haven't you? You got your blunderbuss,
I've got the blunderbuss, the sniper rifle,
You got a pistol as well, have you?
Not got the
No?
pistol, that's Marcus, but I have got the auto rifle as
Oh,
well.
of course. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Get that.
Raw. So
Raw! Raw, it's dirty. I've got a proper dirty rifle.
there is nothing that I could give you that would improve on what you've already got. I like to live a bit of a humble life, as you can see. I like reading. There's nothing much else to say.
What's your favourite book?
This one I'm reading right now, which recalls the Battle of Cyherested,
Oh,
which I'm sure you might have been told about before.
A little.
Well, there was at one time the Kanrath and Cyherested were once, at war, and this is quite a while ago. Clearly, when the founder was alive, and his generals commanded his army, and they attempted to take over Cyherested, but unfortunately, it did not succeed. It was pushed back by the Prime Sorcerers of Cyherested, which, I'd be very surprised if you don't already know the Prime Sorcerers. They are the leaders of Cyherested. Incredibly powerful beings, though last I heard no one had seen them for a long time.
Seems to be a running theme with authority figures.
But yes, that is currently what I'm reading.
Fascinating.
sounds riveting.
Might I suggest the Hunger Games?
Hunger Games. Is it about blood?
It is. It's
In a way.
about an insatiable hunger for blood. And it's about a young girl who's turned into a vampire. And is the chosen one. And she is hot but also demure. She's so tiny. But
Maybe
so
I'll read it
strong.
when Thorald's not here. Thank you.
Should read it together.
Unfortunately, he does not like books, but
Oh, that could have passed your time
it
wonderfully.
can be a good laugh sometimes. Anyway,
Do you two just hang out and tell jokes and... What do you do down here?
we are committed to the founder. One day we hope that the founder will come here again and release us.
God, we'll tell him to pay a visit.
Sort of sounds like Alf would like to be committed to Thorold.
Yes, that's kind of what I'm getting
Yeah.
at.
So are you custodians of this place?
In a way, yes, we are. We,
Marcus has joined the chat.
as I said, we committed ourselves to this place to be with the founder, even he met his death, in the hopes that one day he would rise again and he would treat us as his followers as he did before.
I respect your strength, your courage, your commitment, and your indefatigability.
Well, that is very much appreciated.
As from like a sort
Yes. I can see that you yourself are one that's committed to a cause.
of... Yeah.
All right,
Well,
we will stop comparing creed size. Shall we?
The slow head turn from fear as you all say this. He's like,
Before Fear has an aneurysm, shall we
Yes.
leave?
Perhaps that's best.
Enjoy the book.
I will, thank you. And you can leave whatever way you wish from this room. And are you going straight sort of back to the centre?
Can we go to like this one here? There was like... If you move that up.
I think there's not a door there, is there? It's literally like here. So we have to go down, around, check this room.
Yeah, and then back.
And then essentially we're heading... Because we want to go check the middle door first,
Yeah.
don't we?
Have we been here?
No, not yet. So
We also haven't
out.
gone here and here.
Okay.
Nope.
So we want to come out and check this one first. It makes more sense, doesn't it? And then we want to double back.
Yep. Okay. Fine. So that. is-
Bida-bida-bida. I just, shotgun the door off, I guess.
Housekeeping.
So you all leave Alf to read his book, and you make your way to the room next to where he resides.
He gets outside. I don't think I've ever hated anybody more.
I really took a dislike to that
Oh,
gentleman.
both of them are insufferable.
What was it about them that just set you off, Fear?
God. Kid dedicated, yet they let the cult walk right through, and they should have died for their cause.
Well,
They were dead, so
Well, they should have tried harder.
died harder.
This time it's personal.
I love that play.
I'm quite partial to Die Hard with a Vengeance.
In this room, this next room, you can see the door is unlocked, and you freely make your way in. Quite a barren room. The hall is nothing but a small room with an altar at the end, on which lies a leather whip. I can just feel.
Who's going to make a sex joke?
Yeah. You can tell that the Crimson Monks are sometimes used to visit here to remember the founder and pray in his name. There is another individual.
Oh, here we go.
And they're currently whipping their own back.
Oh.
And they
Self-flagellation. At
and
least
they-
somebody gets it.
are repeating the following words.
Oh yeah.
Grade A twat over it. So they're saying,
Fucking hell.
Got yourself, don't you?
"Forgive me, founder, for I have been deceived by these foul creatures. Plagued by false magic, I have let them defile our most sacred crypt. I can only hope that you see my sacrifice. I hope that you can hear its agony and forgive me my sins." And that repeats.
I'm going to walk in. Hey, whoa, whoa.
What's going on?
For once, I think this is the one we should leave alone.
I mean, what do you actually sort of try and approach? Or,
Guess so. Yeah.
Well, what do you actually say?
Just, hey, stop there. Stop it.
No response.
Come now.
He's just repeating this phrase, this paragraph over and over.
Can I check the room?
And you can see, you can see, firstly, his back is just torn up. He's been at this for a while. But the rest of the room is quite empty. There are these two sort of tall candlesticks that were in the corner, but they've long been sort of burnt away. It is a dark room, and even though you can see in the dark, you can just tell it is a dark room. But this individual is just.
I mean, he doesn't even clock us.
He just didn't even look around when you entered. He's just chanting almost.
Shall we just let him get on?
Yeah.
Just
It's probably quite close.
Close to what?
Hopefully the end.
Oh, sad.
He's a Lord.
He's actually the first one I've got something in common with.
Oh, sad.
There's nothing else in the room of note.
I'm afraid not. No,
He's got afraid not.
That was fucking
Oh,
good. If I was doing
good.
cred sticks or something, yeah, you'd have one there.
Oh, you could give him inspiration. Nah.
Nah.
I don't do that shit.
None of that's happening here, I'm afraid. But yeah, that is all that's in this room. There's nothing else. So, where would you like to go next, if going anywhere?
I guess we...
Was that one? Or was that one?
That one, yeah.
On the feet is in. Yeah.
Okay. Was there anything in here?
That was
That was Hot Alf.
Oh, okay.
Hot Alf.
So, basically, every door we've been through, I'm putting a dice on at the moment.
This one?
I guess we go... Are we going back this way, or are we going to try this shit as well? It depends if you want to go dungeon crawling and unlock everything, or why. Because meta-wise, I'm happy to do whatever you want. I'll go for every door first. I don't mind. I just defer to you guys.
Could find something of use.
He did say that most of the useful things would be in the east.
Most of the useful things.
So perhaps we should try and find the central tomb first, then the east, and then we can always clear out.
Should we need to?
Yeah.
I guess it's that way then. Yeah, we'll start making our way. I guess we're coming out of here.
Yeah.
Did we do this room?
Yes, that was the room. There was a load of chairs, and clearly,
And we did that one opposite it,
someone
didn't we?
was like a tour guide and that kind of thing.
We did the one opposite it? I feel like we did.
Ooh. Let me double check. No.
No?
No.
Well, let us have a look in there.
As we're going past it, opens the door.
We'll have a look in there.
Oh, bonjour!
Okay, so
Ding!
you make your way back through to the central wing of this crypt and into...
What's that?
Oh, that was the books falling over.
Nice.
You go into the bottom right-hand room of this wing. So the door's not locked, so you can make your way in.
Just open the door, I'm not going in.
The walls of the room are lined with a couple of barrels. There are a few chairs, a small round table, and a built-in closet containing lots of different clothes inside the room. The tags on the clothes are marked cleaner, guide, security. It suggests that perhaps whoever might have been working here, this is kind of like a staff room.
Are we supposed to wear these and go around pretending we were not who we were? Dumb players.
I was going to say that cleaners.
If you have a look around, I think you can easily see there's like a sort of old handwritten note. It's kind of on this round table, and it's just merely stating that the visitations to the crypt are to stop in about 2 weeks' time. It's just kind of been left there. Yeah, other than that, it seems pretty, again, barren. Not much here.
Did we ever ask how long it's actually... Because I can't remember if we've asked how long it was actually been since it was closed. I can't remember. Yeah, you'll probably be better at this.
Consult.
I think we did ask.
Yeah, I can't remember what it is now.
Let me find the right page. If I can find it. It's in a place somewhere. I know that.
I've just got eventually it was banned.
Yeah.
We're not going to get food poisoning from them. They're just not good. Maybe just chunder that way.
I can't find it.
No, that's okay.
I'll let you know soon.
Yeah, just kind of like contextually. Yeah, just how...
Yeah.
You said so the founder had died 200 years ago.
Yeah.
And then it was like a bit of time before they closed it to the public.
Yeah.
So 100?
Yeah, but yeah. Okay.
Within 200 years.
Yeah. Cool.
Yes. So yeah, this place has been closed for quite some time in the greater scheme of things, especially to those.
Long enough for somebody to go mad.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, so where do you go next, if anywhere?
You guys are closer to the map if you want to. I was just putting dice into rooms that we've been into. Now to go across there.
We'll go back into the corridor up to this kind of larger central one in the middle.
Okay.
Meta-wise, that room just looks like fucking trouble. You know when you walk into an antechamber and it's just like, boss falls down from ceiling! Yeah. So
I mean, but if we've got trouble in the east,
sure.
everyone's
We're gonna get
For
trouble.
sure.
but if
happy to take doors first.
if non-meta, we're trying to get to that central.
Oh, sure. I'm still happy to go there. Just saying, I'll go through first if you need me to.
Yeah.
Go on, doorman.
So going in here.
Yeah, so that top door there, can I check? Right, they said it's not trapped. You probably still would check.
Go on.
Perceptione. Plus that is a 15.
It is not trapped.
Sweet. Housekeeping.
Okay. You make your way in. And it's quite a wide room. You can kind of tell that this is a place where people used to wait before they would enter the tomb. While they sort of open the door in some way. It's just kind of like the waiting room, essentially. You can see there are shelves on the walls that have some alcohol bottles and empty blood vials on them. The walls are adorned with some stained glass decorations illuminated with some angst lamps and the portraits of a strong elderly man with some white hair and crimson eyes.
Alf.
Hot Alf. Yeah.
The founder.
The founder is Hot Alf.
Pieces
sold
together.
But perhaps what is so much more immediate is that there are 2 crypt guards that lie dead on the floor, but there are also 3 other crypt guards that are in the room looking very battered and carrying damaged items. The crypt guards in this room were previously knocked unconscious, perhaps. You kind of get closer to them. Perhaps maybe by the silver cultists, you would imagine, if they're the ones that came through here. But they are recovering from the fight. Yeah, it's kind of all you kind of see at the minute.
But they're awake.
Yes.
Okay. So
But
I guess
not attacking you.
no. So
Hello. Gosh, you look a little worse for wear.
Yes, and that'll be the cultists.
Oh dear.
But I can tell that you are not them.
No.
Good. I don't wish to have another fight so soon.
Nor do we. We're just going to pass on through if that's quite all right.
Good luck with that one. Bloody door's broken.
Well, that's what we're going to try and fix, dear.
Good luck. As by all means, try.
What can you tell us about this door?
Well, the cultists,
it opens.
the cultists that came through here, they dealt with us quite quickly. Unfortunately, we lost a couple of our brethren, but they made their way through that door somehow. Clearly, I could see that it is sort of partially broken. But as far as we were aware, you needed the founder's blood to get in.
And have you seen the Crimson King since this door has been yielded, broken?
Once or twice, yes.
How many cultists came? Approximately.
Well, like I said, we were dealt with quite quickly, so I don't know if it's perhaps a forward force, but at the time, maybe 6 of them, 7 of them, I'm not sure.
Were they robed?
Yes.
Do we have the robes on us still?
We do.
Yeah.
These robes?
Did it look like this?
Oh, without a doubt.
Fabulous.
It kind of gives you a bit of a side eye, you having the robes on you.
I don't.
Okay.
We killed some.
Tilford not owned.
Okay. Good. You've done your part for the city.
Woo.
Um,
Can I inspect the door petulantly while these guys chat?
Make chit chat.
Door.
What roll do you want? I just rolled a dice. Investigation?
yeah, if you check the door. Yeah.
Roll for the door.
You can see it's another door quite similar to the one that you originally came through to get down here. But you can see the plate where the hand would be to press it in is kind of like kind of split in half a little bit, and you can kind of see inner workings a little bit, and you can clearly see there's blood work. What's the word? Automatonry.
Yeah, my cousin.
Mechanical.
Automatonry. But you can see there are clearly at least a couple of pieces missing. You perhaps maybe have the one that you have would fit in a certain place within there. But it by no means a finished piece.
Could I, as a rogue and a bounty hunter and somebody who's worked with many a door, sometimes really well, sometimes
Really badly.
really badly,
Yes.
could I make some kind of check to see if I could actually get certain parts of this working so that we can bypass the, essentially, having to put it back together? Can I deconstruct it? Can I make an engineering check?
Doesn't exist.
Damn it.
Make me...
Medicine.
an intelligence check, but you can add your dexterity on there because you know how to pick locks. You know how those kinds of things work.
13. 12. Sorry, 12.
You are bemused by how this thing works.
But door. It's a door.
Could we
Yeah,
just try and put some of our blood onto it? Because in theory,
you can do whatever you like.
I think Kitty's going to just
You may put blood on
Whatever
it.
I like.
Yeah, whatever you like.
Whatever you want to do.
I think Kitty's going to walk up and be like, well, might as well try. Just cut a hand and kind of just
Yeah.
put it on. Because I mean, in theory, if the Crimson King's got in when it's broken,
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah, you put your hand on it. You can see where the plate tries to kind of move. It like something's kind of maybe like blocking it, maybe because of the position of where things are. It manages to take like a little bit of your blood.
yeah,
And if you look closely, you can kind of see the blood being drawn through some pipes.
right.
But it's not going at a speed that maybe you would expect. You can see where one cog is trying to move. It's just trying to do it, but it can't.
Cog that Thorold gave us, has that got anything to do with the door? Because you said it was.
You can,
This is part
you
of
can
it.
see very much it's made of the same kind of metal.
Is it like a key?
It doesn't look like a key, but it looks like certainly a part of this door.
Could I, as an automaton,
Yes.
well used to like how construct usually goes, have a little look to see if I can kind of do sort of cursory check of where the cogs would fit, and also if I can see anything specifically that's kind of come off kilter or has got
yeah.
stuck.
We should also probably try putting the cog in the door.
Oh, yes, but you don't want it to get stuck and then
Can't
snap.
check.
That's not very nice.
You can make me whatever your key ability modifier is, make that kind of check. But you can also add a dexterity modifier purely because you're used to kind of being trying to fix your own
So,
cogs and stuff like that.
Whatever
So-
my key ability score is plus
plus your dexterity.
dex.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not very good.
That's what I did.
So that would only just be a 14.
14. I'll say, even then, you can still tell there's something missing, but you can see where the piece that you've got, you can see where that goes.
Sure.
And you can easily insert that. You go, yeah, I can see where
Yeah.
the cogs would connect here. You can see where the little shaft would go onto this piece. Yeah, you can absolutely find that place for that. You can just tell there's
Woodlouse.
something missing, but you don't know exactly what. I'm afraid.
So I've just got a little woodlouse
Aw.
approaching on my territory.
Woodlouse.
I'm going to take him outside.
Yay,
Get
good
to
you.
fuck, Woodlouse.
You leave the woodlice alone. They're holding this place together.
Probably, yes.
He's free.
What was his name?
Well, he's a grammar sow, so I'm going to call him Hot Alf.
That's trademark of Jack, actually.
Absolutely.
Cog in the door, fit. But still not, it's not going to turn, is it?
No, it needs this last remaining piece.
I think
But
yes,
I'd
East
say
Wing.
you may be missing one piece.
There's only one piece missing, so hopefully it's right across the door,
Yeah.
not too far. I am Lieutenant.
How are we all looking?
Bad.
Okay.
Got like a little shoulder piece that's sparking occasionally.
I don't know, but Fear looks pretty beat up too, to be honest.
If you were to put my life force into numbers, I'd say I've lost about a third.
I'm feeling about 8 out of 22.
9 out of
Delightful.
31.
I've never felt better.
Guess who's going through every door first? Me, I guess.
Where are you going?
Perhaps a short rest won't go amiss.
I'm inclined to agree with you, Marionette.
This feels like a safe place.
It does.
Again.
If we know that these people's friends in the East Wing are potentially...
Problematic.
Lunatics.
Then what is in the East Wing?
Well, that is a good question. Let me consult
That's why
my
I
brain.
asked it.
Even I didn't hear you ask that. My apologies.
I believe...
So that's why you asked, backing you up
No,
here.
I thought I just...
No, I was doing the sass.
I believe in one room there is a reliquary.
Could you point that out on the map, please?
No.
I've got them.
Now I'll show you sass. Cox's... No.
Sasquatch.
Yeah, he wouldn't tell you, to be fair. I think he's just kind of too out of it still at the minute, but he'll tell you what he knows to be in that East Wing. There is a reliquary of sorts. I believe there was a weaponry as well, an armory. I believe there was a room that had quite a lot of blood in it.
Blood room. Mm-hmm.
Pretty much, yes.
Key feature of any household.
Fucking spat everywhere again. I'm so gobby tonight. I'm so sorry.
I think there were quite a few paintings in there as well. But, yeah.
Gallery.
Paintings. Any notable traps or obstacles we should be aware of?
Not that I'm aware of. This place is meant to have been sealed, so no need for traps.
No body in there. Other people such as yourselves.
I believe there are still some of the monks in the East Wing. That's
Did I
right.
miss something?
No body.
No body.
I don't know what to say.
Why is there no body?
I think you're saying it's almost like a skeleton joke.
Yeah.
It didn't quite fit in. It's like it's got no body to go with.
Get it?
If I can get it.
I ain't got no.
I don't know if that's what you were aiming for, or if that was just a happy little accident.
I don't know. I guess I refer. Is there anybody such as yourselves?
Yes, there are
So-
probably a few monks in the Eastern Wing. I don't know what they're doing there, or,
Well, I'm sure there's
dear.
room for flavour, seeing as your other friends. One's got no scalp. The other one
yes.
is whipping himself. One's very nice, one's very dick.
Unfortunately, they can be a bit of a ragtag bunch, especially the amount of years that they spent here. It is no wonder. Yeah.
Well,
Good luck.
Short rest.
yeah, it could be a short rest,
You
please.
may take a short rest.
Is that just you roll one hit dice?
You can roll as many hit dice as you like.
Well, up to your level.
Up to.
You don't get spells
But you only have
automatically,
hit dice as your level allows you.
It depends on. You get stuff back depending on your.
Yeah.
First
I
one.
don't think you
Yeah,
do.
I don't
You
think
get
so,
con modified
no.
to each one as well.
You do. I think it's
I ain't
only
rolling anything.
wizards that get stuff on a short rest.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah, I didn't think I did. I was just
No.
making sure. I'm just having a lovely time watching everyone replenish.
So you spend probably maybe the next half an hour taking it a bit easy, recovering some wounds,
Patching up the tubes.
patching up the tubes, get duct tape. Yeah, you end up feeling just a little bit more recovered. Feeling a bit more yourselves, a bit more together.
Or 4 hit dice spent, just so you're aware.
That's fine. Yeah.
2.
3.
I trust John.
1, 2, 3.
East wing.
East Wing.
I have an idea, everybody.
Oh, tell Kitty.
Because considering all of these folks are such followers of the founders, I might disguise myself as the founder. We might not have much trouble waltzing in as him, maybe.
Can I just check something on the spell itself? Because Kitty, I believe that I know this spell. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, you are very small.
Still a medium-sized creature, though, so I think you're allowed to.
Yeah.
You can seem 1 foot shorter or taller.
As a
He is quite tall man, isn't he?
I'm the founder!
Now, oh, but what if?
Can we do a coat?
Because I've got the special. We've got the big cloak.
Oh, yes.
What if we're overthinking this? We need to go in there and just kill them.
We could, but that's a good thing to have in a backup, I think.
I think so.
In a pinch, on the shoulders,
Yeah,
cloak over. There we go.
He stands at the door to the east wing. I feel like we will invite trouble by pretending we are the founder. Having the founder's blood is probably enough, and you should lord it over them.
I think it's a very fun idea, and we should definitely do it at some point.
I just wanted to feel powerful, you know.
Okay,
Do
so
it.
you are powerful.
Do it in the Grand Advisor's.
Oh, we could have such a lovely time.
She is very
What a lovely
easy
joke
to
we could play
rile.
on it. Yes.
Kitty,
Yes.
remember, a few days ago you were brutally murdered,
I was.
and you came back.
I was.
If that's not powerful,
Oh, well, thank you.
you're
I
welcome.
feel so much better now.
Good.
Enough of this.
Is this you walking into the east
Fiona
wing?
doesn't like people talking.
No.
Only me.
Exactly.
Okay, so you make your way into the little corridor that links the central wing to the eastern wing. And immediately in this little corridor, you can see there are some paintings along the wall.
What's on the paintings?
Nothing in particular sort of sticks out to you. It's various depictions of the founder, one with his queen, one with some of his other children, just in various places of maybe the royal castle when he was alive. Those kinds of images in there. And you were greeted with another door at the end of the corridor, which I would assume you're going through as well.
If we're all ready for the chaos to ensue.
Oh, let's do it.
Well, he's going to favour a repeater rifle this time.
Okay.
And a Tamagan sheet.
Housekeeping sheet.
Housekeeping.
Right. You were immediately
Shot.
Sorry, Paula.
You are presented with another
Sorry.
corridor, a 10-foot wide corridor. Another one, which you can see there's a path that leads left further down the way, and right at the end of the corridor you can see it goes left and right again. And along the right-hand wall before the end is 4 doors in a row. And you probably still see from here that they have nameplates on them.
Ooh.
So no more walking into rooms and just going, what's in here? That kind of thing. So
What's in the first door on the right?
the first door on the right, you can see that is named the Reliquary.
Do we need anything in the reliquary?
Might be useful just to have a look. You never know.
Would you like to have a look?
Let's have a look.
I'll open the door for you. Step aside.
Housekeeping.
The door opens to no traps or anything. It's not all locked. You can make me a perception check if you want to have a
Well.
look around.
I have a cheeky little
All
look
of
around
them.
the
Perception.
Right, if you're in this room, you may make a perception
Thank
check.
you.
Oh, it's an at 20.
Boy,
28.
20.
Oh, it's a nat 1 again. Oh, no, I can re-roll. You know what? I could've done that
25.
earlier.
You could have done that.
I forget class and stuff all the time.
Sorry, 24.
24.
25.
Fine.
15.
All right. Everyone but Fear finds there are a couple of items within this reliquary here. The first one you come across is a bone crown.
Mine.
You can see it's almost like almost like bone teeth segments, and it's all kind of linked around the sort of central band.
Is it like the one he was wearing in the vision?
No.
Oh, damn it.
It looks similar, but not the same.
Is it like a knockoff?
Essentially,
Like,
yes.
is this a gift shop?
Well, you've been told that this crypt was once a museum as well as a crypt.
So is this where like the kids would come and wear like the crown and have their little portraits
A little bit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
You can also find a Kanrath coat of arms badge.
Badge? It is the gift shop.
And they are sort of in like these glass display cases, but they're not locked or anything. You can just go and open them up. They are just there.
I know a little boy who'd love this.
I
How
would
many
say
badges are there? Just the one.
Sorry. One badge.
there is only one badge.
Oh,
One badge.
well.
But I'd say Marionette, because you rolled so high
Cool.
and you are magically involved somewhat.
Yes.
The bone crown and the badge are magical.
Ooh. Magic.
The bone crown. When you attune to this bone crown, your intelligence score increases by 1.
Oh.
Came in quick, didn't it?
Yeah. It's raining.
Yeah, it's fucking raining.
We tipped it down.
Only to a maximum of 20. So if you've got 20 intelligence already, you will not go up any more. But that will require attunement.
Cool.
The Kanrath coat of arms badge. They will just tell you that when you attune to this badge, you feel at one with the city.
Ooh.
You cannot be surprised while you're in Kanrath.
That's very good.
Now, who feels that they are feeling this side of the table might make more use of that?
I'm technically by the door, so I will
Fear,
forego.
this is a magic badge.
Our
I
friend
want the crown.
Ah,
He
shit.
gets brutally murdered. Probably could do with that.
Being,
I mean, I feel like I have a target, so, you know, it might be helpful.
there's a badge for you.
Yeah,
I would not be averse to having the crown if.
you go for it.
Wonderful. Wish we'd found this before we had a short rest.
Yeah. That's
So
kind of all you-
specifically when I'm in Kanrath.
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
let's not leave then.
So you walk out the gates.
Have you seen that Red Dwarf episode? It's like, it's the walls! The chain's moving!
Yeah, and that's kind of all you find in here.
No.
Any other glass cases in here are empty.
Okay.
Imagine maybe they were emptied once this place was closed.
Any
But a couple of
showcases?
things are left. Fuck you.
I don't say I stole that from somebody else.
Are we able to get to the next room via this room?
Yes, I think so. I think there
Does
is a
it
door
say
there.
what the next room would be? Does it have a handy label?
Yeah, I suppose it would. Yes. The next one is the weaponry.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm technically by the first door, so I'm happy to just follow you guys, or I'm happy to go around either way, or to come through. Or
Open it.
Yeah.
Housekeeping!
You make your way in, and again, you find some more display cases. But anyone who enters the room, please make a perception check.
Lost in.
13.
Right.
13.
13.
They want.
It's a lovely little 3 for me.
Cheeky 16.
Guns galore.
Yeah, I think all of you would notice that in the corner of this room is a gargoyle statue.
They did tell us about
Is it a
gargoyles.
statue?
But you see there are these other display cases here, and you can see there is some sort of long sword in one of them, a bloodwork pistol in another, and there are other weapons in here, but they seem quite bland. They're just kind of your standard. Maybe they were the standard issue for some Kanrath forces. So there are a couple of standout pieces like that long sword and the pistol, but other than that, this is all you find in this fairly small room.
Miss Kildane, are you capable of detecting or seeing magic?
Nah, mate.
Simple and
I can detect thoughts, the innermost workings of the mind,
don't
but
think-
nothing else, I'm afraid.
I guess he'll go up to the gargoyle then, and it's almost like he's going to try and like rock it back slightly by pushing the muzzle of a gun into its head, and it's like tipping it back, but not to knock it over, just to
It's too big for you to do that.
Okay, it's like, are you awake? Are you going to attack us as soon as we take things? We have Founder's blood. We are here to literally help the Founder.
we could.
Nothing.
Good. The blood pistol's mine.
Are you
Offer
going for
some
it?
blood?
Feel free, Marcus. For podcast listeners,
What are you doing there?
I'm just gonna put a little cut and then offer the gargoyle some blood just to see what might happen.
I see. Well, take 1 HP off. Nothing
Tell
happens.
your gargoyle I said.
He remains unmoving.
oh, now would be a time to stock up, as it were. Can I check the bloodwork pistol case for traps?
You can.
Dirty little 20.
It is not trapped.
One of those two.
You reach inside this case, and it's kind of like a small case that's kind of on this table. And you open the door of it, and you reach in to go grab this pistol. At that very moment, the gargoyle comes to life as it notices you trying to take some stuff from this room. And we're in initiative. Once again.
Oh,
Fucking told you.
oh, ridiculous. 7.
I got a 7 too.
Nice.
Right.
8.
That is. Right.
Somebody tell me why.
Tell me why
Gargoyles.
ain't nothing but a heartache.
Don't forget
We
it.
all got scared on the lyrics there in case of a mistake.
Because I was thinking of the Weird Al version.
Sorry,
yeah.
tell us why.
Why do they have gargoyles outside of the church?
They were
I just curious.
Hot Alf told us that they had gargoyles. They kept gargoyles.
Wasn't it like, one of their like
were, like,
rewards for being...
Yeah, one of their prizes.
Oh, I mean like
Oh, in real life, and they
Oh.
were like to, I think,
because they seem like the bad guys,
They were-
but
yeah.
the good
but also
guys.
like, why is my only knowledge of in Hunchback of Notre Dame where the lava comes out of them?
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's like water stuff and things like that. But
And it's like, yeah,
Can't
it's
remember.
different places will have different kind of uses for them, but generally it's just kind of ward off
Yeah.
evil. And,
Fair.
yeah.
23.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
Marionette?
11.
11. Lovely.
Yeah.
Kitty?
8.
Marcus?
7.
Fear, you're up first.
Yeah, Bloodwork repeater rifle is just going to straight up. Brap, brap. That is a 19.
That does in fact hit.
Marcus is technically next to it. Do I get advantage on the roll?
No, because there's no flanking.
Okay, cool. Just check it. Oh, for sneak attack, do I need advantage or can I have an ally next to it? I need to double check that.
That's a good point.
Sneak
I
attack.
think you might be right with that one, yeah. I think you can get sneak attack, yes.
If I can, I'll take it. I forgot to take the weapon mastery on it, but that's fine. I'll take this.
Yeah, I'll say you get sneak attack, but not advantage.
No, that's fine. 19 to hit.
Yes, that is.
Okay, cool. So it's going to be my sneak attack on top of this too. It's with the repeater, which is a D10, which I think there we go. There's one. So D10, which is low damage though. That is 7 points of piercing plus my snack, which is at level 4. Ooh, why is that not written on there? How many d6 is that? Sneak attack at level 4 is 2d6. So, cool. Plus 9 points of sneak damage.
So how much was that in total, sorry?
So it was 7 plus 9, so 16. He will then, because we're in that room over there, aren't we? So
you're in the second room along, and then in that row.
How? He'll basically do a standard thing. He'll try and get up to a corner.
That's fine. Yeah, I'll say you can get up in the corner.
Yeah, furthest corner away possible.
Yeah.
It's like
maybe the door that leads to the main corridor.
Yeah,
kind of there. That's fine. It was about These ceilings are a little lower, maybe 15 foot high. It's fine. So you're not as high up, but that's fine. Next up is the gargoyle, who will just make sure I got it right. Fear, make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh no.
You sure?
Yeah.
Fine.
Please.
Oh, where's my width? Okay, here we go. It's going to be a fail with a 5.
That's absolutely a fail.
Come on, mate.
As you sort of like creep up the wall as you usually do, you're kind of getting ready for another shot on this gargoyle, and you find yourself locking eyes with this gargoyle as you're trying to find the best sort of target, as it uses its death stare on you.
Nice.
Ooh.
And as you lock eyes, you feel like you cannot look away.
Yeah.
And it's then you start to feel your body turn to stone.
Nice.
You are petrified for 3 rounds.
Oh,
lovely. That's awesome.
So you're kind of stuck in the corner.
Wow.
That's fucking cool.
So you are petrified for
That's
3 rounds.
very cool.
You can repeat the saving throw at the end of each your turn, so you may come out of it early. But that's the death stare. And then it will go for Marcus because you will run next to Fear when he was up close.
Yeah, okay.
So he's going to make a bite attack on you. That is a 16 hit.
No.
That does not hit. And he will also go in for some claws on you. That's a natural 1, so that absolutely misses you. Maybe in this sort of like in this small space you are. There's not much maneuverability for this gargoyle to try and get at you, and you're able to sort of fend it off. But that is the gargoyle's turn, which means it's Marinette.
Cool. I would like to cast Sleep on the gargoyle.
Alrighty.
So it's 5d8, and the total is how many hit points of creatures the spell can affect.
Yep.
So creatures within 20 foot point of 20 feet of a point you choose within range are affected in ascending order of current hit points, ignoring unconscious creatures, starting with the lowest hit points, falls unconscious until the spell ends, takes damage, etc., etc.
Roll right.
2, 3, 4. Have you got a D8 I can borrow, please?
There you go.
Thanks. Okay. Ooh. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19. Not the best.
That does not take hold,
Lovely.
as it does not reach its HP.
Boo.
How does it look when you try and cast sleep on this stone-like statue?
I think it's. I think Marinette kind of pulls from behind her. Next to her crossbow is like a violin bow, and she kind of pulls her little violin with it, which you've not seen her pull out before. As she tucks it under her chin and starts to like play a tune, and it's. Whereas like a lot of her stuff is quite discordant and almost gothic in nature, this is very sweet and very lulling. As it kind of like you almost see the notes sort of almost take sort of translucent shape as they kind of weave across the room and like encompass this gargoyle.
Cool.
You can see it sort of like wrap around the gargoyle's head.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, you can see it does not quite seep in. It doesn't quite take hold. So I'm afraid it does not sleep. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Nope.
Okay. Kitty.
How high is the ceiling in this room?
15 feet.
How much does this gargoyle weigh? So, would I like? Can I make an approximate guess?
I'd say, I mean, it is almost like stone, and this creature, I'd say, is about.
If you had to put poundage on it.
Yeah, if there was.
Because I think I know what you're going to try and do.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's about 6 foot high, so it's quite tall for a gargoyle.
Not as tall as me.
God, I'd say 300 pounds.
You got him.
Love that answer. Love that answer.
Great answer, Jack.
Thank you.
Google, how much does
No.
he said it, I'm fucking...
Locked in.
I'll send
Kitty is going to use all of her like powerful might and try and levitate this gargoyle
Okay.
into the air.
Sure.
It can go 20 feet, but obviously with the ceiling as it is.
Only got so much.
But yeah, the gargoyle has to make a constitution saving throw. So DC is 13.
It's another natural one.
Yeah.
It does not make the save. So it's just. It's kind of like hovering in this kind of corner where it resided.
So I don't know.
Sure.
So I don't know if this is because it said it just stays there for the duration, which is 10 minutes. I don't know if there's like, can I stop?
Hold it in place?
Yeah, I think I can move it, but can I just
Now,
like
I
cut
know
it off?
levitate.
Yeah.
So you can cut it off at any point.
Yeah.
I think it's like with any kind of spell, it's like a bonus to dispel it.
Yeah.
You can move it
Yeah.
5 feet per, as long as you're scraping it against the wall, basically.
Okay.
You can move it. I think this is a bonus action on your
it
turn.
says target can. I can change the target's altitude on your turn.
Didn't levitate just up and down?
Use your action to move
can
it,
go
basically.
Side and
Yeah, it can
side,
go
but as long
sideways,
as it's perpendicular to
Yeah.
a wall. Played an air gymnastics for 4 years. He's that
Yeah.
Gargoyle doesn't.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But I'm guessing I have to move it on my next turn if I want to move it.
Yeah.
Okay. And the door is still open, isn't it?
From the reliquary to the armory, yes.
This...
Ooh, eat and skeet?
So I'm just gonna, I'm gonna, just out of curiosity for the next turn, just come thinking, is the ceiling on the outside? Oh no, because we're not, ignore me, it's fine. Ignore me. I'm guessing
sure?
the ceiling height is the same everywhere.
No,
Okay.
because it was 20 feet high in the other rooms.
Well, okay, that's good to know.
So
That's all I need to know. I'm just...
the reliquary was still 15 feet. You will know that.
I could just...
The rooms you're in at the minute seem to be at the same sort of height.
Okay, that's fine.
But yeah.
That is all I want to know. Thank you. That is me
Alright.
done.
That's
I'm set.
Kitty done. So next up is Marcus.
Is this a fiend, technically?
Is this a fiend? No, I'm afraid not.
That's fine.
It counts as an elemental.
I will. Where is it in the room? Is it sort of like the wall behind it, and we're all sort of like facing?
So you've come from the reliquary room where the door is like kind of on the sides of these rooms.
Yeah.
So where you've entered, like immediately to your left was the door that goes into the main corridor that you were once in, and then right down the end of the corridor to your right, in the furthest corner from you, is where the gargoyle is, but it's now in the corner, just hovering there.
Okay.
And you're basically like right next to it,
Yeah.
like 5 foot away from that gargoyle.
I want to cast Silver Needle, but it's like a cone.
Okay,
So I'm not quite sure where everyone is.
I mean, it's no one else is in melee in it. I think it's only you that's in melee with it.
Oh, okay.
So you could like just aim it at the corner,
Yeah.
and you could absolutely just get it.
So you need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity is over there.
What are you using?
That is a fail.
Not rolling so well on these ones.
2 nat 1s and a 2.
It's rolling like me.
Wait, hang on. Hang on, babe. What the fuck are you using?
Oh shit, that's not good.
This is not. This is
What are you doing, pal?
No, you can't use that.
What?
It's not from. It's not from anything that we're using.
It's 5e.
It's also a 3rd level spell, babe.
Yeah, never mind. Okay, I will use Smackaroonie.
Smackaroonie, okay. We'll go with that.
18. Sorry, 16.
16.
Yeah.
Just hits.
Cool.
Just.
Have I got one spell slot left? I think I have. I
tell me.
used
Been
one
tracking it,
before one of the last counter.
Alex, I want to take your sheet so badly and revamp it.
You used a divine
Vamp it.
Hey!
I would love one of these because they look cool as fuck.
I've got a template for you.
Give us your
Send you the
sheet.
Canva
We'll
I'll give it to you
Canva for
after
you.
this session.
Yeah.
You've used Divine Smite earlier.
Yeah, and then I used one before that on the.
Another Divine Smite?
Yeah.
Oh, you did on that first mark.
Yeah, so I've got one
you
left.
used 2.
Yeah,
Do you have another spell slot? How many do you have in total?
3.
Then yes, I'd say you have 1
Cool.
left.
Right, I'll do my 1d8 plus 4. Standard damage. 6 damage.
Okay, that's with your
And
weapon,
then-
yeah?
Yeah,
Alright, and then
I'll do the
Divine Smite
radiant.
on is if you're doing that as well.
so that's 4d8.
Yeah, 3 at level 4.
I've got d8 because
Is it? Yeah, it'd be 3d8, not 4d8.
Sorry?
It'd be 3d8, not 4, because it's not undead.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. 11 radiant damage. Is one of those yours?
No.
Oh, okay.
You score another good hit. You're doing really well with these Divine Smites. They're really hitting hard. And this gargoyle is very much like defenseless, kind of levitating. And you strike out, dealing it a great wound. Would you like to move anyway?
Aye, that's a great wound.
It's a great wound. It's a great wound.
Aye, that's
Is it
a great
hovering?
wound.
Is it hovering?
Is it? Do you say it was flying?
It's kind of, yeah. It's,
So if I were to move,
because Kitty has done her spell,
yeah,
it's just kind of bobbing there.
would that still count as if I were to move? Would it still get a?
Yeah, because you can reach it.
Yeah.
It's within melee range of you, so yes, it could get attacked.
Yeah. Okay. I'll stay there.
You'll stay there. Very wise. Marionette.
Oh.
What you doing?
Oh, fuck it. The bow goes back, replaced with the crossbow.
Okay. Exactly like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Natural 20
Alright.
Natty fucking 20, there we go.
on a Dragonborn Industries
Oh,
original
yeah.
dice, no less. So immediately off the bat,
Max that damage.
8 points of damage plus max.
Yes, 16
so
plus mod.
Yeah. Hang on. So 8. Yeah, 16.
Do you have a modifier to that?
That is with modifier. 16 totes.
So,
Oh, you're rolling 6s, not 8s.
Yeah, not 8s.
what weapon was it, sorry?
This is a hand crossbow.
A crossbow. Is it magical?
No. No, don't be daft, Jack.
Doesn't quite work as well as you'd hope.
But it still works pretty well. For Marionette,
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
As you feel like I cracked that shot. That was exactly on target. Just didn't dig in
Yeah.
as much as you'd hoped. Certainly doesn't wound. Perhaps not a great wound, but a wound nonetheless.
A big stony wound.
Yes. So yeah, very good shot.
Magic might be the way forward. But I'm saving mine.
Kitty.
Okay, plan. I would like to, because I can move it 20 foot in any direction.
Yes.
I'd like to move it through the door to the gift shop.
So
I don't know where it was
Yeah.
on the,
No,
give you a little more. So
We were. That's the gift shop reliquary,
Yeah.
and then we were in
Yeah,
this
that
one
one,
just
yeah,
here.
yeah.
that's all right. That's all right.
Oh, he's gonna draw it! He's gonna draw it!
Yay!
Fast as fuck!
Jack first.
This is that fast now.
Go fast.
Oh my god, it's not fair.
Why didn't you do that before? No, I'm kidding. I love you, bro.
Nah.
I love it when Jack gets to this point. I really do.
It's there.
Oh, look at him.
Let's just put you on it.
I feel bad
Fuck
for
it, let's
him.
why not? You're there,
little guy.
Marcus. You're
By the door,
up in
frozen
here,
up.
just kind of frozen.
Blah.
Like an army guy from Toy Story.
At a distance. Yeah.
Can't say that as Army Guys
If
triggered.
So if you want to move it back into like, oh sorry, you in the next one.
Oh, okay.
If I move it over Marcus, does he get an attack of opportunity? Like a ranged? No.
I don't think it specifies whether the creature itself has to be moving,
Yeah.
like on its own accord.
Yeah.
I would say yes.
Love that. Okay.
So you want to drag it across the wall and then this way.
I was thinking more like a diagonal situation.
can't
Can I not
do
do that?
that.
Oh, can I not? Does it have to be? Well, yeah. Then I'll do that. Then yeah, that's fine.
So
So
you move it 20 feet, is it?
yeah.
So I say it probably gets about there.
Yeah.
So you can feel free to move the gargoyle.
And if you want to take an attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
You
Hell
absolutely-
yeah.
Does forced movement
Well, this
cause an
That's
attack of
why.
opportunity?
Yeah, that's why I was asking. Yeah.
I don't think it's like a creature on its own accord if it moves.
I think it
Yeah,
makes sense.
Yeah, because it's like,
Because it's maybe
it's
still
still
a
the
threatened
same
square,
thing,
isn't it?
right?
Now,
Because if something pushed it away from it,
better.
because there are specific things that says in D&D, I'm sure that force movement doesn't provoke an attack of
I
opportunity.
think that's
That's good salt.
Just to be that guy, as much as I would love
No, I
to
know.
kill
Yeah,
this
yeah,
thing.
that's fine. Yeah.
That's fine.
Because if you've got it off guard and you've moved it, then
Nah,
you're-
can't do it.
Son of a bitch.
No.
Well,
Well, I'm
I'll
very
put it
sorry.
away.
that's all
It's
right.
if a creature uses its movement, action, or reaction to move out
that's
of
fine, that's
attack
fair
range. So, force movement is a no.
That's all
I've been outruled.
That's all right.
I do apologise.
That's
No, it's
I'll
ruined it.
Actually,
Hey,
Well, technically.
it's a sad little life, Jane.
we all die.
Take your gargoyle and get out of my armory.
Completely ruined my reliquary.
You've absolutely moved it though. It was very much near the reliquary door now.
Fab.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
We're just putting it. No.
Shut up.
Yeah. 100%. Cred stick.
No, I think I'm just going to leave it there. Leave it hanging.
Wait, was it like a free action to move it?
It's bonus action.
I think. Oh,
bonus
is it?
action.
It
So you-
says.
Is it a bonus action?
It just says you can use your action to move
Yeah.
it. So
okay.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just.
If you'd
I
like to stay
might.
there, you are in melee with it now.
If it, I was going to say, if it doesn't,
Yeah.
if it won't attack me. Oh no. If I move, will it get it?
I could say you let you do it as you're moving away. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I'm going to move. I'm just going
Are you moving into that reliquary room?
to.
Or
Probably. Yeah. I might just.
Kitty,
Yeah.
can I make a suggestion?
Yes.
Maybe don't move into the room with it. If you move back here,
Back here,
because you
yeah.
can still move it,
Yeah. I'm going to move here.
and then we can lock it
I don't know
in
if I
there.
had to like see it.
You'll be able to, if you stand next to me, you can still see it
Yeah,
that
that's
way.
fine.
You'll still be able to move it.
No
without
worries. No
losing
worries.
it.
can we move
Just
the
don't
camera
want you
a little
trapped
bit?
in the room.
No, I
with the
appreciate. I
gargoyle.
appreciate the concern.
Which
Can
one?
we move the camera a little bit?
Yeah. Which one?
Battle map camera.
Oh, yeah, shit, sorry. I thought you were about that one. I was like,
what?
I was like, it's fine. Those are fine.
You can't get
Those
the
are
fucking staff,
fine.
can you? Jeez.
Wasn't what I was getting at.
We were complaining about how high
can't see our
these things are
outfits.
because we themed our outfits and no one can see them properly.
You can't
Sorry,
see
I
our
put the
fits.
table at a.
No, it's the overlay.
Jack doesn't want to see that. He wants to make sure the stream is solely on its merit and not on, using women for other
Well,
means. You know, he's a feminist.
Listen, we can get the fibre arts community in here like that. Oh, look at the knit on that. Oh,
I'll move them down.
girl, you do that on circulars? You didn't need no stitch markers or nothing.
get your rate mill out.
Yes, feminist.
Jack's literally moved
There we
the
go.
overlay so that the girls can have their
Outfits on
breasts
show.
over the top.
It's the outfit.
That's not what you were implying, and you know it.
Not at first, but then I was.
The podcast that says, what a reason to go to YouTube, you pervs.
Marinette, you're up.
Cool.
What is this turning into?
I think seeing what Kitty's planning, I will.
He's got a little adventure.
Let's get on a little adventure.
Just hovering. Getting dragged along the wall.
This is a bad day.
Is that the noise it must be making? Is it like clattering across like glass cabinets? Like,
10, 15. So I know that he's currently, but he's above, isn't he?
He is a bird.
And I know I'm probably putting myself in a more dangerous situation,
Possibly.
but I'll do it for the vine. I'll stand underneath where he is currently to be by the door. Hang on, which side's the hinge?
Come on, Jack. Why haven't you got that ready to go?
Sorry, yeah.
Because that's actually going to determine where I'm standing.
I'll
so.
say hinges there.
Okay, so I will stand underneath him.
Okay.
Walked
I'd say
into that one, didn't I?
underneath him because it's only 15 foot high. It's a bit, so I'd say
Fair enough, okay.
just behind him is fine.
Cool. Oh, well, in that case, if I can't get there,
Yeah.
if he is there,
You'd be right next to him.
I'll be
Just
right
not
next to him.
directly
Yeah,
underneath.
sure, no worries. I'll come next to him.
All right.
And I will ready an action. I would like to ready an action to close the door as soon as Kitty's bunched him through.
Alrighty then. That's your action. So then, it is now Kitty's turn.
Is it? Already? Oh, what the fuck?
Fear's petrified. So
Oh, yeah.
End of the go, I get to make a save.
That's very true.
It's out of the
It's out
tray.
the tray.
It's out of the tray. Give me my dice!
Fucking hell.
17.
So you would pass,
Nice.
but that would be your entire turn.
Yes.
Welcome back, Fear.
So you kind of crick your neck and you shake some of these like stone particles that have just been growing over you and you shake it off.
Shake
And then it would have been the gargoyle's turn. As you know, it wouldn't. Where am I?
Kitty's go.
Was it?
Fear, Kitty.
Yeah, then Marcus. I think I went to you too early.
I think you might have done.
Preemptively
We'll take the
marionetted.
gargoyle's turn now. If that's all.
It can surrender. You don't have to win every fight, mate.
Yeah, I do.
Good. He's learning.
See if it recharges. It does.
Yes.
It saw you. It saw you cast a spell.
No, I didn't.
But
I didn't.
Marcus did it way at home. I think it's going to be Marcus. It's going to try and death stay. So okay, you may make a wisdom save. I know it's probably your best stat, but
fucking wisdom.
saving throw.
Ah, cool. 12.
Does not.
Damn.
Oh, shit.
You yourself find yourself locking eyes with Gargoyle, just like Fear did, and you feel your muscles lock up and stone start to grow over you. You are petrified. 4.
Rock hard, mate.
You rock. 1 round.
Fully sheathed and fully erect.
Your next round, Sigonna, unless you don't even have to make a save because it will end anyway. But you are petrified. Would be Marionette's turn. You've done your thing. You've done your action.
I'll hold my action.
Now it's Kitty.
Lovely. Right. He's going in the other room.
All right. Whack him in there.
So yeah, it's kind of going.
So go 5 against the door.
So like 5 there, and then 10, 15, 20.
Yeah.
And that's where it'll be.
Okay. That's fine.
That's where it lives now.
Which boy?
Yeah, you close the door behind. Anything else?
Lock it.
Don't have a key.
Oh yes, forget you guys use keys.
Is anybody in that room?
It's the room you just
Sorry, mate.
That's the room that you've just been in.
I might move up to this door just because I think I would like, maybe go
That's
out
fine.
on the
Yeah,
next
yeah.
turn and then.
That's cool.
Because can I move it if I can't see it? Because
I don't know, you tell me. I'm
it doesn't
not sure.
really.
It only says if it's in range on the spell.
Yeah.
In that case, yes.
Well,
So
that's
your
me
turn.
done.
It would be
yes.
Marcus's turn, but you're petrified.
Can I make a roll?
You don't need to because it will just last this round and you'll be clear of it. So your turn unfortunately is gone there. Which is now to Fear. You are still in initiative because even though you locked it in that room, It still wants you.
And the cloak from the ceiling. He's like, still brushing the dust and the thing off him. He walks across and takes up the bloodwork pistol.
You have a +1.
Ooh.
Yeah, shall we crack on
As
then?
you can see, that it is very well crafted, immaculately so.
+1 bloodwork pistol. Next door?
Let's quickly lock the door behind us.
Yes. Do you want me to lock this one? Although, technically, the door to the first room and the corridor is open.
Yes, but, you know, it's a bit harder anyway.
Am I still solid?
You tell me, Marcus.
Oh dear.
He did say at the end of this one, I'd say whatever.
Okay.
Can I then, if I grab the bloodwork pistol, then can I go back across and I'll lock the door back to the reliquary?
You can.
With my lockpicking stuff?
You may make a lockpicking check.
Oh, you shouldn't have done that.
No, I should not have done that.
That was a bad one, wasn't it?
Yeah, what do you want? What do you want from me?
Just give me the fucking number, mate.
Sleight of hand plus dexterity because I'm proficient with the tools, right?
Yeah.
So that's a 13 off a 3.
I'll let you lock it with that. You kind of pull on it, test it. Seems locked.
Yep, sorry, Marcus.
Next one.
Yeah, fair enough. It would be the gargoyle's turn.
Did you think about what you've done?
Time out.
See if it recharges, it does not. It's right next to the door, isn't it? Yeah. It's going to try and smash through the other door that it's next to.
Sorry, I didn't realise we were still in initiative. I thought that was it. One.
Yeah, because it can like push and against
still
like
kind of
stuff. Yeah, it can push
do
against
normal.
walls and the
Flail.
ceiling. Yeah.
That hits the door.
Hey, stop it.
No.
Down. Get down.
Which is, okay. You can hear it bashing the door that it's next to.
Let me in.
You just hear sounds from the other room as they do. Marina?
Are we?
Let's go through to the next one.
I'll go through to the next one. So, 5, 10, 15. Just there to start with. See what I see. Say what you see.
So that's that one. You are now within the armory.
The armory.
Armory. You can make me a perception check as you enter.
I will do that. 17.
Okay. You can see there are a couple of suits of armor in here that you can tell that they are ceremonial armor rather than being useful or functional, very much for show. From where you can see one's made out of this like dark plating, very gothic aesthetic, and it's got these kind of like pointy sort of shoulder pieces as it kind of comes to a cone. It's very much a work of art, definitely. And you can see there's another sort of breastplate that has a slightly greenish hue to it. Yeah, everything else in there is of standard wear. Again, this might be standard issue wear for Kanrath and the soldiers, perhaps. Yeah, that's what you see.
Cool. I'm just going to use the rest of my room to get a bit further into the room, just to give people space to get in. And yeah, that's all for everything from me.
Kitty?
Yeah, I think Kitty's just going to move into that room. So 5, 10, 20. Actually, I could open this. I mean, do we want to go to the other room, or are we just chilling in here for now?
Well, I think we should definitely go through and lock this door again, and it'd be hilarious.
Yes. Yeah. Well.
It's going to be all like, "Where are you?" We're going to be like, "Not in here."
Tell you what, I'll stay there. And that's me. That's me good.
You just walk into that room and sort of see what's going on.
Yeah, just chill out. Lovely time.
Marcus, then. What are you doing?
So
Yes.
I'm lost. So am I still in stone?
No, you're fine now.
Okay.
'Cause you spent a round not being able to do anything because you're petrified.
Sweet.
Now you're good.
I'm just going to follow them, go into the room.
You're going to follow into the room. That's fine. Yeah. If that's all you're doing, then it would be fear out next.
Since this door is locked, we'll go through, and if we're all... Are you in there as well, Marcus, yeah?
Yeah.
Can I attempt to lock this door behind me as well, please?
Yes. Make the same check again.
It's better, that's a 19.
That absolutely locks the door behind you. You kind of get the knack for these doors and how their locks are made, and yeah.
He's like
You close and lock it behind you. You are now all just within the armory. I will now say you're out of initiative for the time being. You can still hear a bit of a ruckus in the other room.
No. Oh dear. I'm sure it's fine.
Smell the door, got
Out
your
of sight,
tongue.
out of mind.
Absolutely. Should we take a closer look at these pieces of armour?
Yes, let's. Don't look at anything with gold trim.
Yeah, okay, so again, there's these two suits of armour that look very out of place from anything that you've seen in Kanrath. I mean, perhaps the dark-gothic aesthetic one might, but purely because it's made out of blacks and is very much a menacing look.
Any sort of like National Trust type plaque explaining them, or
yeah, these cases in here, or at least those two, have small little like brass plaques on the front of them. You can see the one for the dark gothic aesthetic one was this breastplate was a gift from a dwarven family given to the founder in honour of his coronation. And this plate armour is the ceremonial armour that the founder used to wear on special occasions.
okay.
The other one, there's slightly greenish hue to it. The plaque is blank on this one. You're not sure why, but it looks like it hasn't been like rubbed out or sort of purposefully done. We leaking.
So a fucking wood light just fell off the ceiling and landed on my character sheet.
We're practically in a shed at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think for anyone who's magically inclined, the slightly greenish hue one has a bit of an aura to it. You just get a bit of a sense that it has some ability to it. Yeah.
Wait.
What would you like to do?
Is it all like heavy armor? Kind of?
Yeah, it's proper
okay.
like plate in every section of your body, kind of armor. Plate.
And also, it'd be too big for me anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah, definitely not fitted for your.
No.
Sorry, what were the... How many types of armor were in there, sorry?
I'm not repeating myself here. Fucking
There are
hell.
two types of armor.
Both heavy.
Yeah, heavy plate armor.
One maybe magic
Yes.
inclined.
It appears to be your kind of thing, Marcus.
Cool. I mean, I can't really carry two heavy sets of armour.
Oh, I think this one might be better than yours.
Okay.
You might get a boon
Okay.
from wearing
Would
it.
it be?
Can
I
I
mean-
quickly inspect the dark gothic one, just
Yeah.
for like any kind of like maker's mark or any like house emblem that might be like maybe on the inside or something, like any indication of who this dwarven family might have been?
Yeah, go on.
Thanks, Jack.
Yeah, go on then.
Investigation.
Yeah, go on.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
17, 18, 19, 22.
22. Oof. Can you tell me like how much experience you think Marionette would have had with signature markings on whether it be silverware or armor or weaponry, that kind of thing?
Probably more on silverware.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you where Marionette's mind has gone.
Sure.
Considering that it was a dwarvish family that gifted it, Marionette's thinking about the Whitestone lady from that vision that we had with the founder at his coronation when we were like chatting to all like the guests and everything, because she specifically said that she was looking for a way to trick the founder into making her a vampire and was excited about these prospects of returning. So Marit's mind is like, this is a gift from her.
Okay. I think your money's on the ball. You don't know the forename, but this is certainly the kind of signature marking you would expect from a dwarvish vampire family. Whitestone. Cool. Definitely rings a bit of a bell to you. You would imagine it was quite maybe a collaborative work for this. I'd say that's all you can get.
Yeah.
But,
Which one looks better?
Well, this one is fairly ceremonial, but still
Very practical.
very practical. This one has some magic about it, though I don't know particularly what that magic is, whether that is something good or something bad.
Touch it.
Well, I mean, semiotically, something with a greenish hue tends to denote sort of poison or acid.
I mean, I am resistant to it. Yes.
Kitty, don't say that to
very
Marcus.
mischievous
Marcus
at the moment.
will absolutely touch it.
He's already like,
Marcus, no!
you put your hands on it.
We touch with our eyes, not our hands.
You place your palms on it, and for a moment you think, is anything going to happen?
oh shit.
It feels
What a jolly day.
cold, exactly how you'd expect from cold, hard metal, but you are not poisoned or no acid spurts out on your hand when you touch it. It feels like plate armor.
Can I put it on?
Can I put it on? You feel like you can take it off its kind of mannequin.
Yeah. Take me a minute.
It's fairly well fitted to your physique.
Cool.
It's made for someone of your stature.
Armor class?
So it counts as standard plate armor. I can't tell you much more.
Oh,
Okay.
mystery.
But if you wish to equip it,
Yeah.
that's fine. So it's very like this. It's a very dark green,
That's cool.
and you can kind of, if you looked at it closely and inspected it, you can see that this green kind of shimmers almost a little bit over the surface of it.
That's cool.
You'd almost think maybe it's just the light or something, but there's not much light in here.
Yeah.
So what that means, you don't know.
Okay.
But as these guys know over here, you know that there is some sort of magic.
What is it called? This? Well, how can I equip it? Well, put it down as green.
For now, you can write in your notes,
Just green armor.
dark green armor,
Dark green armor.
plate armor.
Well,
Yeah.
next then?
Yes, quite so. And they will get the door ready.
Is this the last sort of room
The
along this
last
corridor?
room.
Let's keep within the brand housekeeping.
Oh, this should be the blood room.
Yeah.
Good.
The blood and paintings.
Wait, what kind of art? The first scene in Carrie Moss.
This one is simply labelled storage.
No.
Huge.
You make your way
Storage of
in,
blood?
and it's nowhere near as sort of grandeur as some of the display cases that you were in, looking at. You may make a perception check
Okay.
It's not in the track.
if you're in this room.
Oh.
That's shite.
Aye.
17.
17.
18.
18.
You rolled a lot of 18s tonight. That's awesome.
9.
22. 9.
Still thinking about that armor.
Yeah.
11.
11.
11.
11.
For anyone that rolled higher than a 15,
Yes, I did. Gotta be proud of those moments, you know. Take them where I can.
this room doesn't have anything particularly unique Nothing like the armor or the weapons that you've come across so far. It seems like a smallish collection of personal items. You find there's a couple of cases with quills and inks. There's quite a luxurious coffee cup that's in another. It's like a little Starbucks logo.
Dynatech cares.
You can see there's some nobles' clothes in another. A compass. Is a leather wallet in one of them.
Mine.
And there is, the other items are very just day-to-day items, very mundane sort of stuff.
Can I take, how many quills are there?
Take them all.
Pretty much take your pick, however many you want. There's like a lot in it.
Grab a bunch.
4,000.
I'll also grab a bunch.
You
Put them in my pencil
take a
case.
bunch of quills. And you want to take any ink with that? Or just colours?
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, God, no.
You just mentioned quills. So I was
Well,
like,
it's quite implied, Jack. We'll take quills
you
and
take some
ink.
quills and inks
I'm going to take
for your personal
6
use.
quills.
Take 7.
Yeah.
It's not a competition.
Is anyone
Mario.
taking anything else?
Is there anything in the wallet? If you open it, is it like...
Yes.
It's leather, yeah? It's not like some child's Velcro wallet. If you've got a Velcro wallet, grow up.
No. Grow up. Fucking grow up.
The Family Guy thing.
Yeah, it has money in it.
Money.
Looks like it's on the founder.
And you can see these aren't just coins, they're like paper notes in here. It depends up to you whether you count it up or you just take it.
Bills.
I'll check them bills.
1,500 KF.
Wow.
Is that a lot?
Yeah.
That's a lot. Well, the angst caps are on me.
Can I have a look at the compass?
You may look at the compass, yeah.
Just an innocent
You have a
compass?
little investigation check.
Just a cheeky little investigation check.
How much did you say? 15?
1,500 KF.
Very bad.
I think you kind of make the sort of the link that with the noble clothes that they're in this sort of place as well, whether someone died down here as a noble or whether they were killed, and the items were just kept. You're not really sure, but you'd imagine if there's a noble down here, they probably would have had that kind of money. So,
But it's definitely Kanrathian money. It's not Cyherested money. Or anything
no,
like
you
that.
can quite clearly see it has like a little picture of the founder on it, and yeah, 1,500 KF.
It's a 9.
9. It's a very well made compass. It, even with your magical nature, it's, you don't get a sense of anything magic on it, but it's a very well made compass, and it's made out of a very gleaming brass,
Ooh.
quite similar to what you're made of.
I'll pocket that then. Put that with my broken music box that I collected. Well made compass.
Well, if that's everything in here, then I guess we go to the north.
Okay.
What does the compass say?
Actually, opening
I don't know how to read this.
the door to this one, I am going to not just walk blazingly through. He's going to check around the corner to see if that gargoyle's made its way into the corridor.
Okay. So
Stealthy.
stealth check.
Nat 20 for a 30? No, 29.
I think you passed. You open that door and you have a little quick look left and right. You can see pieces of the door that you first went into in the reliquary is now lying on the floor. But the door to the weaponry is just swung open.
I think it's gone home.
So quietly.
I'm guessing it's been 10 minutes, right?
By this time, yes.
Yeah.
Well, should we go across the road?
Yep.
Across the road.
So are we going to try and go
Which one are you going for?
out of there and into this first one?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Stealthy.
Bottom right.
That one, yeah.
Let's not disturb the gargly.
Can anybody move anything with their magic?
Oh, I've got mage hand.
You could just close that door down there.
If you do it all being stealthy, please roll a check.
Stealth is...
I'll take yours, actually, to be fair, the one you had before.
Oh, it's a cantrip as well. I love that.
Just at the moment you go out. Yeah.
13.
If you've got mage hand, it will close the door.
Yeah, I just need to be within 30 foot.
I think Marinette's still not used to her hulking ass.
Like,
Like,
I like 'em big.
So what are we doing stealthy?
I got 5.
One of the greatest slap bass intros ever. Boom.
That's a. Oh, I thought it was a 1. I was going to re-roll it.
Oh, dear.
It's a 7. So that's 8 for me.
I would say that
way towards
tack ready.
other
Corners.
room. We will find out what we find in that room next time. Thank you for joining us for episode 10 of Bloodpunk. We'll be back again in a couple of weeks. Yeah. How's everyone feeling about it right now?
I'm quite excited.
Yeah?
I like a dungeon crawl.
Certainly that.
I do like a dungeon crawl.
A few cool new items? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm excited to put on a bone crown.
I really like my badge.
And I help. I really like the idea of you wearing this crown, like this automaton who's got turned into a tank, but is also like.
Marinette has become like one of those like really weird skins that like as you go through DLCs and you get different bits because she's got like all these extra compartments, little extra fangs, and now a bone crown.
Yeah, exactly that. It's really, really interesting. I also really like that. It obviously like. The dungeon crawl can't be like you go to the end and get through the door. You have to go and solve the puzzle stuff like that. But it's just like, why would they break it and then leave it here? Why wouldn't they just fucking
fucking doing it?
Fear is just like, get out of the way.
Fear's having a bad time.
He's just frustrated at having to like run around. He's not just like he's so literal that he's like A to B. Why are we fucking around? And he can't fathom. Like, not just getting straight to the kill or getting straight to the point. So for him, he's just fucking done.
Over it.
Well, we shall find out more about what we find in the crypt next time. So, for that, and now we shall say goodbye.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye.